someone I really could care for.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Well, well, well. Thank you, Soundtrack. And thank you, Mike. Hey, I was just saying, yeah, I did this beautiful kind of starting thing where I slowly faded the music. I'm sure you heard that just as he was crooning, "Someone I really could care for," and level out on that, and then I launched in with, "I could really care for you," and then I went, "Oh, yeah, no, that sounded like a little creepy and not at all how I wanted to start out today." Hey, Rayburn, and hi, Captain Pelican, and oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, and other gentle people, Quas is here. Yay! And Quas as well. Um, I got it. There we go. All right. Uh, those hi. So glad that you could pop in today. Quas and Rayburn and Captain Pelican and Soundtrack, great to have all of you here. Oh, wait a minute. Soundtrack, so I still, as you may, hey, passenger in command, good to see you. As you may have noticed, I have yet again failed to get the welcome sounds working automatically, but they do work manually. 76 plus 2 equals 78. So, Soundtrack, very, very, very happy to have you here today. And passenger in command, welcome on in. Um, and yeah, Soundtrack, if we could get a shout out for passenger in command, that would be great as well. Although I know the other 7 people here at the moment already know that passenger in command streams, and but still, the shout out is it's just nice. Let's see, why am I hiding behind the tarmac as I always seem to be when we start these things up? I don't know. Hi, welcome to my place. um, we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and once again in the lovely Piper Warrior 8080 Alpha. Been quite a day so far. Hi, Automator. Welcome on in. It's so Monday. I essentially I take Mondays off from Twitch because it's kind of like the only day that I can just like absolutely not even open a window for Twitch and be fine about it. Except yesterday I got a notice that Quas was streaming, so I made an exception and I watched. I typed and chatted very little, but I did watch. Um, I I had heard about the viewer ordered channel redemption points or bit cheers to redeem to cause failures in the Challenger. I had heard about this and it sounded fabulous, but yesterday I got to witness it firsthand. I even got to cause one of the 317 major failures that caused him to die upside down in the desert. That was really, yeah, I saw that too when I fired up OBS today, and yeah, I don't know. The camera didn't change. I didn't change any settings. The lighting hasn't changed. All that's controlled, and for some reason today it's red. I don't know. Hey, Fenrir, welcome on in. Um, I mean, I can fiddle with it. I'll fiddle with it for a moment just to see if we can make it a little less red because it is quite red. But I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of your time uh, worrying about that. Let's see. I think that's under, is that under transform, or is it under, oh, I think it's under filters. No, it is under filters and color correction. I could just try the default button and see if that gets us anything at all better. Well, that looks kind of washed out to me, but it looks not as bad as the red did, so we will go with that. Yeah, okay, fine. And thanks. I appreciate you pointing that out. Hey, Club Class is here. Not the Dane Flats show, no, that it is not. It's the Peter Mooney channel with new and improved emotes. So I brought up, but Monday's my day off from Twitch. So that's the day that I get to put the most effort in on stream improvements, and we finally got emotes. Yay. I get a lot more than I thought. Hey, Mariner Halley, welcome on in. And did we get a shout out for Mariner Halley? No, Mariner Halley just appeared, so we haven't done that yet. I know you know who soundtrack, so I don't need to be reminding you every minute. It's just we seem to be more popular with fellow streamers than we are with the public at large. But I continue to digress. I thought I was going to get like 6 emote slots, but they start you out with 9 regular and 5 animated. So I found some emotes that I like. I found 9. Let's see, 9 and 5 it's 14. Haha. And they Twitch let 7 of them go through immediately. So those are the 7 that you'll see if you click the emoji buttony thing there. And then the other 7 are pending approval. So I guess Uncle Jeff has to take a look first and make sure that I don't want to do anything rude. So hopefully there will be more new emotes coming sooner rather than later. But we have some that finally, after 2 weeks, we have more than just the pitiful little default high emote that I didn't even turn on. Soundtrack went in and turned that on for me out of sheer pity, I believe. Hey, Will's Own Nats, welcome on in. Good to see you. And let's see. So that's some new emotes. I wasn't going to mention because it can't be released quite yet, but hopefully we'll be able to release it soon. I have never been. I've gone and watched a lot of flight sim channels on Twitch, and I have never seen a channel that had what Twitch calls a channel trailer. And I think they may be maybe a relatively new feature on Twitch, but it's part of the onboarding process. And Quas, if you're still here, yes, you know that I object to the use of nouns as verbs. I object even more strongly to adjectival phrases in their gerund form being turned into a verb, and then the gerund form of the verb being used as a noun. But in the Twitch affiliate onboarding process, there was a lot of strong encouragement to create a 60-second channel trailer. And last night, about the time that I was ready to head to bed, inspiration finally struck, and I sat down at the computer and didn't stand up till 7 hours later when it was quite light outside. But I had a 60-second channel trailer. So it just needs to go through a couple formalities before I can release it. So that's the tease for the channel trailer. It's coming, and I like it a lot. Yes. So why don't we just dive right in? If I have missed greeting you, I certainly apologize. It's never my intent. And soundtrack be feel free to interrupt me at any point if there's somebody here that I haven't said hi to, because I like to do that. So here we are looking at our warrior, and why don't we talk about what we're gonna do today? So the plan is to learn how to use a computer. Hey, Casey Pilot, good to see you. Welcome in. And now I need to type plan. I was about to type KC computer, but so as you know, if you've dropped into any of the past couple weeks of streams, I've started doing the Boston Virtual ARTCC, which is to say the Boston Center VATSIM Group's Wings Over New England program, which is a series. It's kind of like Pilot Edge's cat ratings and I ratings that you may have seen Sim Caesar and DeLorean and Sim Caesar and Scotty Dahati flying on the Sim Caesar channel. So similar to that, it's a series of 30 flights. The first 6 are VFR, and then the remaining 24 are IFR. We have conducted and passed VFR flights number 1, number 2, number 3. Ideally, we would do number 4 today, but as of the last time I looked, there's nobody on Boston Center. But we can go take another look. BW. Ooh, sorry, I bumped the mic. I didn't mean to do that. Hello? No, no one at all. So that's kind of what I had expected. So, see, where did I hang on with me just for a moment here? When I get my VATSIM window back to no, okay, fine. We'll come back to that because it's not crucial now. So, one interesting development since last Thursday's stream. So, I set my schedule because everybody says that's a good thing to do for Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That was what was going to work for me. It just seemed like the ideal time. Hadn't quite thought through that there may or may not be VATSIM, ATC coverage in Boston Center in those hours. But I've been kind of trying to get to know folks around the Boston VATSIM group, and I've gotten a little help in that regard from their community manager, and he got me together with one of their controllers who we're working out the details, but it's looking like he's probably going to be able to do Tuesday afternoons on a regular basis. So that would be absolutely awesome. And then, if we can find somebody else and they can do Friday but not Thursday or something like that, it might change my stream schedule to match up with when there's available ATC. But so the plan for today is we're going to do like a practice run or a dry run of the Wings number 4 flight. It couldn't be simpler. It's the mission objectives are depart a Bravo airspace and then land at I don't remember if it's specified. It's specified. We're going from Boston to Nashua, and I don't remember if the requirement. I do think the requirement was to land at a towered airport. And we'll look at the chart in a sec. If I recall, I think Nashua is Delta. Nashua is Delta because it just part of its Delta underlies a Charlie shelf from Manchester. I'm going to say Manchester, but we'll come back to that in a second. Hey, Jacob A45, good to see you. Welcome on in. So again, the plan for today is do Boston to Nashua as a dry run practice flight for the rating, which we'll then attempt on Thursday if there happens to be someone in on Thursday. If not, we'll do something else. And so we'll pretend we're talking to ATC and just kind of go through the motions of what the radio calls would be and that sort of thing. So I don't think it's going to take all that long. It's a relatively short flight. So assuming there's plenty of time left after that, I thought what we would do is we'll go look on VATSPY and see what center, if any, is up and running, and then go do a similar flight, depart the Bravo, and fly someplace that's not too far away but towered, so that way we'll get the actual practice on the radio. So that's my plan, and I did know when last I looked, Denver Center was on, so we might end up doing like Denver to Colorado Springs, and of course it's 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. It would be 10:30 before probably. I was going to make some allusion to the fact that perhaps somebody would pop up on Houston Center, but it was only going to be joking, And then I looked at the clock, and then I realized, no, that's not on. Stubborn old gal is here. Hi, welcome. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. How am I doing? I'm doing great. You're going to be lurking. Stuff you got to do. I completely understand. I lurked. I did a lot of work on. I spent a lot of yesterday getting emotes together for the channel, and most of yeah, but Quas, you need to be in bed. You need your beauty sleep. We don't want you looking all natty, or we want you looking natty at Nats tomorrow. So we okay, yeah, we'll see if I sit here talking for the next 40 minutes or if I actually do this first flight, and then that would get us a little more quickly to a second one. But stubborn old gal, I sat here working all a lot of yesterday, and for the entire pretty much I think the entire time she was on, I had Sagrin going in my ear, because there's something pleasing and soothing about her voice as background. So that was fun. So by all means, lurk away, my dear. Happy to know you're here, at least audibly. Okay, let's do this. Let's jump inside this airplane. Oh yeah, no, I gotta click back over here before I can jump in the airplane, and that's not the jump in the airplane button. That's the jump in the airplane button. Here it is, the warrior panel. So. Let's see what we need to do. We could start out by setting ourselves up in this little tiny space, and we can take out the chocks and the tie downs, and you've seen the yokes, so no, we don't need to see those. Oh, you know what? We do want to make sure that our flight controls are free and correct. I remember that's coming up, so we'll take this out for now, and we'll just run the before start checklist. So let's see. Yeah, chocks and tie downs, hatches are closed, trim is neutral. What do we got? Flaps are up. Parking brake set. Fuel selector. No, that's not the fuel selector. There it is. Fuel selector. It's we're already on the left side of the clock, so we will put that over here. And then what else have we got? Carb heat. Let's see. Carb heat is off. I know how to read. I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but oh, here we go. Mixture. Mixture should be idle cutoff. Throttle closed. Instruments checked and set. That's a little reading a little low for Boston. Let's did that not? Well, okay, we'll come back to that. Avionics are off. Oh, and avionics master is off. That's the main thing there. And switches are all off. And the breakers, they're all in. And controls free and correct. Let's just see. At some point, okay. And that is all looking good. And that is the before start checklist. And oh dear. Taking some getting used to having to click. Oh, you know what? The one thing we did not do is the before start checklist, which is just to fuel the airplane before we get inside. And 50, the flight is so short. Oh, but we're going to do another flight after, and it does save the states. When I was training, my instructor's position was there's just never any harm in having all the fuel you can in a Warrior. I know it makes sense if you're flying commercially, but when all you're doing, so enough about that. We're taking full fuel. I'm the pilot in command, and that's my choice. So that's what we're doing. All righty then. Master on. I think we want to go here for that. This got me in trouble yesterday. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Master on. Beacon on. Mixture rich. Throttle cracked. Fuel pump on. I love the sound of this fuel pump when it comes on, and I want to make sure you can hear it. I did some additional adjusting to sound levels, so I think I'm going to hear this, but if you don't hear this, the fuel pump, let me know. Oh, it purrs. It purrs like a pussy cat I used to have. Oh my gosh! Oh, so many people have come in. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hi, Rich. Rich. It's Gojira. If not, Gojira H. It's Rich or Gojira or Gojira Rich. It's good to see you. Welcome on in, mate. Dragon's here. Oh, yes. Okay. I agree, Stubborn. Yeah. It's good. So, thanks those of you who have joined since we started. And can you hear the fuel pump? Because I can adjust things if you can't. Because I definitely want to hear cockpit noises as part of. Cannot hear the lovely fuel pump. Okay. Well, once we get the engine started, if you can hear the engine, that's the main thing, and then I will. But let me make a quick note. Here we go. So that's fuel pump on. Oh, we're gonna prime this thing. Prime time. Okay. All right. There we go. Good and primed. And then we're going to holler clear prop. And then we should at that point be ready to go. Oh yes, she roars to life. All right. Throttle to 1,000. Oop. There we go. Throttle to 1,000. Oil pressure in the green. Lovely. We got our alternator on now, and there we goes our ammeter charging. And is suction within limits? Oh, we have excellent suction. That is just lovely. And with appropriate suction, our instrument should be erect. Yes, lovely. All right, here we go. Enunciators are right up here. Do we get 3 red? Do we have to find the spot first? There we go. 3 enunciators. And then we can put, oh, that's not where we want to go. There we go. Now we can get our avionics master on. Can we? No, I guess we have to go that way a little more. There we go. So that's avionics master. And then, so on Thursday, we had a non-functioning TDS 750, and I was hoping that it was because of that issue with the Microsoft Flight Simulator update to the GTN 530. Somebody said that was what was causing the problem, and so I made sure that update was in the simulator. And then this morning I got a notification that I guess came yesterday from TDS saying that they had a new update last night or today that went hand in hand with the new update to the GTN 530 in Microsoft. And so I got that downloaded from TDS and installed. And that's actually the main reason that that I started 15 minutes late today, is that I was going to see if the GPS is working again. And it is, yay! So that's really happy. Or I'm really happy about that.
Taz, system test okay.
All right. Thank you, my dude. Mr. Taz. Kilo Zebra, hey, good to see you. Welcome in. And Good Fixins is here too. All right. All the cool kids are here. That's really awesome. What do we got here? Yes, it's licensed to me. Lovely. Hello? Oh, here's an interesting thing. With some number of, why is this not working? That's really weird. Some number of updates ago to oh, come on. there we go. Some number of updates ago, from when I first got the TDS and moving on from there, all of my buttons were like a little bit off, and I saw that some other people were reporting a similar problem. And then apparently it was a thing, because then some update came out 6 months ago that fixed it, and all my click spots for like the letters on the keyboard were right exactly where they should have been, and it's been fine ever since then, until this update today. Now I got to click a little bit left of where I want to go again. So there's that. Aeroflyer, hey, yeah, welcome on in. We finally have a few emotes, 7 regular ones. There's 2 more regular and 5 animated that I've picked and submitted, and we're waiting for Uncle Jeff to say it's okay for me to use them. So hopefully that'll happen soon. Okay, well, I don't know why our backup isn't working, but that's neither here nor there for today. Are we going to put our plan in here now? No, let's just keep doing the checklist, and then we'll come back here and put that in a moment. So after start, we had, let's see, we did avionics, we cycled the GPS, so that's working now, and we want to get our transponder in VFR and standby. And that means, yes, we can actually go ahead and barbecue beef, welcome on in.
It's what's for dinner.
Excellent. Ha ha. Oh, and Texas One Flyboy is here as well. The GPS doesn't work. I use the tablet to toggle between the use. Yes, I've done that. And yeah, restart the flight. Yeah, I did find, well, I haven't experimented fully, but I did find, yeah, there's like 5 GPS choices, at least in my Warrior, the way everything's set up now. And if I cycle through all 5 choices till I'm back on the TDS 750, then everything's fine. And so, yeah, that's certainly my... what about the flight model of this plane? People say it's got lots of flight model issues. I don't know if I would say it has flight model issues or not. Canadian Captain Mustache did a mod for the flight model on this, and I can't remember now if I still have it, or if I accidentally deleted it when I was moving things out and back in from my community folder for an update. I think I might have lost it, but I don't really remember. And unfortunately, my subscription there lapsed, and I need to go resubscribe over there so that I can download his mods, because many of them are absolutely awesome. But you know, this is the airplane that I trained in real life. Granted, that was 20 years ago, so my memory of, you know, some of the way things that it does when you're flying it is, you know, vague at best. But you know, it seems reasonably realistic to me. So let's see, where are we? We're that's everything on the checklists prior to taxi. So we ought to go ahead and just brief this flight. And I think I mentioned it couldn't be simpler. So let me see if I can get to. Here's the other thing that held up the start of the stream today is somehow my 2, I use, you know, I've got the dual monitor set up, and somehow they switched, and I can't seem to switch them back. I mean, I got them rearranged physically, but what used to be monitor 1 is now monitor 2, and vice versa. So even though they're back to the places where I like them, I have to, you know, like, for example, I'm an old school, so I alt tab between applications, which always used to be just right in front of me here. But thanks to OBS, you didn't have to watch it. Oh, unless, well, at any rate, now I have to, pardon me while I look over here to change over to a window where we can look at SkyVector and do a quick flight plan. Where on earth is oh, wait, is that no. I have used a computer before. It may not appear that way. Ah, there it is. I just couldn't see what we had going on there. Okay, let's see, what do we have going here? Oh, let's see. Yeah, there's actually Oh, and hey, Soundtrack and anybody else who is presently listening. In the past streams, we've had settings you can put. What? Yeah, the orientation's not the problem. The problem is it's it's a laptop, and then there's also like a gigantic monitor. And so, of course, I do everything on the gigantic monitor, and it's my primary display, even though that's the one that's plugged in. I mean, it's plugged into the laptop. The laptop screen itself is tiny and hard to see anything on. And so when I'm streaming, I have OBS on the laptop over there because I hardly ever have to look at it, and everything else on the big thing, that's the big monitor that's right in front of me. And so all that again, I've got back where it used to be. The only difference is the way it's what switched is the desktops essentially. So like all the I don't keep a lot on the desktop, but what I did keep, I do like to have in front of me. Well, now that desktop is over on the laptop, along with, interestingly, like when you're using dual monitor, if you go down and pull up the taskbar at the bottom, and then in your bottom right, you got the little status section where you kind of like do those things. That's now over on the laptop as well, which is not and tiny where I don't want it. So again, so orientation's not the problem, and none of this is getting us to where we might be able to go to Houston if anybody's on there. So Soundtrack and anybody else who might be listening, in the past couple of streams when I switched to showing you the desktop instead of the simulator, there was a drop in my mic, and I think I might have found the cause of that. So I'm going to switch to that view now. And when I do, I'm hoping that me talking will stay the same, but I might completely go silent or get louder. So just let me know if there's a particular change in the sound levels when I go from one to the other there. It looks to me on the meters like it stayed the same, but it looked like that to me when you were hearing the drop before. So there's that. So I started to say, I opened the window here, and what we actually have, this is our flight plan for maybe Thursday, 2 days from now. Today we're looking at wings number 4, and the one after that, wings number 5, is the student long solo cross country. And all that they give you is you got to depart and return to Nashua, which is down here. And so I did some poking around yesterday, again, day off, and decided we'd go up here to Lebanon and then come back down to, which is towered, and then for our untowered field, we'll come back down here to Keene and then back over to Nashua. So anyway, that's a preview. But we will, and I think I saved that, but just in case. What we're doing today, though, is Boston to Nashua, and we're not going to do it direct. The materials and the scenario. Hey, Lebanon are you serious? Oh, that's so cool, Kilo Zebra. I had no idea. Wow. All right. Well, I'll be sure to let you know whether we're going to do that Thursday or maybe next Tuesday. It's just going to depend on how things go and when we do and don't get ATC coverage. What was I saying? Oh, okay, right. So the materials from the Boston VATSIM group for this. What have I done? Oh, I've left my waypoints in. That's why it's doing something very strange here. Let me see if I can, does this get us back to, there we go. So very, very short flight here. And we could do it direct, but the materials suggest that you be mindful of a couple things. One being that you want to get out of the Bravo quickly. I mean, obviously, they're going to vector you however they want to get you out of the Bravo. And we're going to depart from whatever runway they tell us to. But we're since there's not any ATC today, and we're just going to be pretending that there is, we'll just double check since it's kind of like last chance. There was 5 hours of Boston Center today, and he wrapped up not long before we started. Yep, still not on. And okay. So we're gonna based on the ATIS, at least when I looked it up. I'm not gonna look again since we're pretending anyway. Departures are going off a 9, and so they pointed out when you're planning a VFR flight out of the Bravo that of course you have to be ready to be flexible to go wherever they vector you to, but that you also want to be mindful once you are outside of the blue ring, that you want to kind of avoid the approach and departure paths for whatever is in use. And so they're landing 4 and departing 9 is what I got currently. So so 4 is kind of going this way, like if someone were to go missed. So what I thought we would do, there's a waypoint on the it's a GPS waypoint called Huffy, and I think it'll add Huffy for me. So we're going to kind of go that way, and then just in general head up toward Beverly, which is that was so easy. I don't even want to try finding it on the map. When hey, it'll put it in for me right like that. Cool. So our I still have yet to figure out what it is that I'm doing that's causing that, but because that's happened once per stream so far, and I still don't know why. But there we go. I'll get zoomed back in here. So we're not going to actually do this. I just want to give myself, at some point on this outbound leg, we're going to pretend they call us up and just give us a vector to get out of the Bravo, but staying east of the departure path of 4, should anybody go missed. So that's our plan. And let's go back in the airplane and see if we can carry that plan out. And I didn't get a view of chat about whether or not the level changed. Hey, Teleport 8 is here. Welcome on in. Good to see you. And if anybody commented on the level, then I'm not seeing it. But to soundtrack, maybe you could just make a note about that. We can talk about it afterwards. Would be great. What else have I missed? Alrighty, I think I'm caught up. Sound levels remain the same. Yay! Okay, that one more thing crossed off the list. That makes me so happy. Okay. Oh, I put you back in the plane, but not me. Let me see if I can join you there. Yes, here I am. So what else are we gonna do? What we're gonna do next is, we're gonna put that plan in the GPS. Ooh, okay. That was, yeah. See if I click here. Oh well, okay, good. It's fine now. It was before they were way off to the side. Never mind. Let's put in Beverly, not BY, BV. There we go. And then we're going to land at Nashua. All right. That's us. So we can have a look here. And that looks fine. Okay. Then we need some frequencies. I really should practice this because I'm so rusty at it. But that means, let's see. Yeah, I have SkyVector open. We'll just use since we're pretending anyway, we will use real world frequencies rather than the VATSIM ones, since there's nobody on VATSIM. So bear with me just for a moment. And hello. Oh, there it is. It's coming. Oh, that was the other, boy, the other thing. Today was just a whole day of challenges. Let's see, 135. We've already gotten, so we're pretending well, I actually did get the ATIS before, but pretend you saw me get the ATIS and you heard it and it sounded normal. So we can just leave this here. We're going to call up departure on 133. Nothing. Come on. Okay, here we go. So we need 133. Nothing for departure. And then they're gonna, I gotta fix this monitor thing. It's gonna drive me right up the wall. Departure is gonna turn us over to ground, and they are on 12175. So there we go. Wait a minute. I didn't know did I know we had a McRib command? Oh, yes, that's right. I remember now. I did know that we had a McRib command. So that's fine. Ah, alrighty. So that's as good as we're gonna get right now. So let's see, what are we gonna say? We're gonna say, so we're gonna wait for we're gonna listen to who's talking on oh wait, was there clearance? Oh, there is clearance. So why did I put in departure? That was crazy. 12165. Doesn't matter really. So we're calling up 12165, not 133.0, but it's Boston clearance Warrior 8080 Alpha on the GA ramp taxi VFR departure to the north for the Wings 4 rating. And that's all we need to give him. We don't need to tell him where or at what altitude because we're not asking for flight following. Hey, Wormhole Extreme, thank you for the follow. That's great. And so he's going to give us he's going to give us a squawk code and tell us to contact ground when we're ready to taxi. So we're going to put in our squawk, whatever that might be, and then we're going to do our before taxi checklist. And that is quite simply check the brakes. Yep, they're working. And instruments checked. Oh, that is one thing that I didn't do. What is our field elevation here? Is 19 feet. I knew it was something pretty low like that. So let's do slide back over here and see what we got. Yep. So something's a little bit. Let's try our B key one more time here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not sure why B gave us 80 feet before and something else now, but that's fine. So that's instruments checked. We're going to get our landing light on, and then we are ready to taxi. So we'll call up Boston Ground Warrior 8080 Alpha on the GA ramp taxi VFR departure, and he's going to give us a taxi clearance, and it's going to be, let's see what he's going to clear us to do. They're departing 9. So we're going to be coming down this way. It's going to be it's going to be Bravo all the way down. It's going to be Bravo all the way down to something that's too small to see from here. Yeah, and they'll give us some hold shorts along the way, but it looks like we're probably going to take, come on, hello. Bravo's going to take us all the way down to, looks like the easiest way there's going to be Kilo and back taxi on the displaced threshold, or come around somewhere. I guess we're just going to take Bravo all the way down and then hang a left on Mike. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. Let's do this. All righty. I think I've got everything set up here in a way that's going to work. We're going to take off our parking brake, and whoa, she ready to roll. All right. As best I recall, Bravo's over here. Ooh, we're only an hour and 4 minutes in, and I'm already taxiing. It's better than some people's record, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. How was dinner, Mariner Hallie? One of these over here is Bravo. Let's see. I think, yeah, it's got, oh, well, maybe this, hang on a minute here. This, one of these over here is Niner, right? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bravo is this one that curves around to the right. Oh, I remember it all now. It's all coming back to me. Okay. Nope. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. Underway once again. We have a long way to go on this. Oh, wrong. Yep, the drone camera stick will not turn the airplane. I just keep discovering that over and over again. Pasta and spiced wedges. Oh, wait, spiced wedges of what? Oh, is there Kilo Zebra? I did not know that. I will have to look for that. Although, I mean, is that document for the controllers? Because I mean, I don't really get any say in which taxi route I get. Do I? I mean, not at Boston, anyway. Oh, potato wedges? Oh, yum. Mm. Oh, for ground and tower controllers. Okay, well, that's worth taking a look at just to have some idea of what to expect them to give us. I've poked around the BVA, RTCC, and sometimes Y website a good bit, but there's a lot there. There's like a lot of a lot. So I'm sure there's stuff I haven't seen yet. Oh, and soundtrack. I didn't. I meant to ask as soon as we got the engine running about the. So we couldn't hear the fuel pump, but just reassure me that you're hearing the engines, and that will make me feel reassured. Let's just make sure we're going the right way here. Oh, well, that looks like we're over in the. I think we're not on Bravo. I think we're in the. I think we're on the ramp. That's not good. We'll just cut over. Oh wait, oh no, we are on Bravo. That's not Bravo to my left. That's a runway to my left, which is what I thought it would be. So I'm glad we're where we are because we're in the right place. Game sounds are present but rather soft. Okay. That's whoopsie. Let me see if it'll keep heading relatively straight on its own long enough for me to come over here and game sounds. You know, I adjusted them in the when we get to the run-up area, I'm going to go in and oh, okay. Thanks, Kilo Zebra. That's great. I like where the game sounds are set in OBS, and so I think the reason they're softer today is that I turned them down for cockpit interface sounds are good. Oh, okay, good. You know, we've got the Sim Caesars weekly fly along every Sunday, and so there are, you know, I definitely have to adjust sounds for that to be able to talk in the voice Discord and not have, for example, my game sounds coming out of there when I talk. Do I know what I'm doing here? I think I don't. So maybe we should find out. Oh, what did we decide? We decided we're staying on Bravo, Bravo all the way to the end. Whoa, woohoo! Let's just keep it going until it hangs a left at the end. And then, but then I also use the simulator for, making, for doing the flight sequences in any videos that I might be making. And so that also requires it. So I'm in the process of getting all the possible scenarios, written down so that when I change from video production back to streaming, I know which sounds to adjust in the sim and which things to adjust in OBS and which sounds to adjust in Windows. Because I think there's a way to make it all work just fine. Oh, I remember these from when we landed here on Thursday. It's like this is on the ground here, a hold short line for runway 9er. But I mean, is it really that? I mean, the taxiway doesn't even. I guess if somebody's departing 9, they would want you to hold short there and not cross. Oh, and it's even marked in the GPS. But boy, it sure was confusing when we landed. So they did not, when we taxied here on Thursday, they didn't have us. We landed 3-2, and they had us. Oh, well, I guess we were coming up Juliet, so it didn't. Okay, fine. Well, because we're not having ATC today, we're going to be good pilots and look. Can I do that? No, that. Oh yeah, look. So nobody on. There's nobody on final actually. They're departing. Wait, departing 9, and we're just going around. So yeah, okay. You know what? Fine. We're just gonna head on around the corner here on Bravo and get ourselves in the air. Come on, sweetie. You can get. XLR sounds on stream constantly. Tweaking them though. Go XLR. I don't know what that is. Is it like a? I know people have like, elaborate setups that. I know the computer could do things that I'm doing manually, but I don't know yet. Ooh, that's looking like an M as in Mike to me. So I think we're going to make our left here, and there seems to be more hold short nonsense on the pavement. 1422 or 14 and 32. So how is it that we're allegedly crossing 14 and 32 here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but see, so there's a hold short line. If we were making a right, we would need to hold short of. Okay. I will read more about hold shorts at Boston, but for now, we're just we have been here too long and not gotten far enough. Boy, voice meter banana. Yeah, I have some version of voice meter already that oh no, I can't call his name. I was about to say Wraithcat, but it's not Wraithcat. It's oh, help me, Homie Live. Homie Live was the first time I ever wanted to sing karaoke on Moose's stream. Homie Live helped me get voice meter set up, and so we've been cleared to line up and wait on 9. That's why we're doing this. And it ended up not actually getting me. It didn't work out that night, and then it took me like a month after that to get all my settings back to where everything else worked sound-wise. So that left a bad taste in my mouth on voice meter. Okay, let's see. Are we? I am I've just about had it. Let's just pause here and do our before takeoff checks. Sorry. There we go. Parking brakes. Oh, well, I'll just put the parking brake on. Fuel selector. Well, we're now. It was the left half of the hour the last time we were down here by the floorboard, but it's moved to the right side and then some now, so we're gonna get that back on. Okay, so fuel selector. Just recheck our oil temps and pressures. Why is the temp so low? Is it because I've been slacking and not taxiing? Well, okay, I can live with that. Oil temps pressures. Let's see. Throttle. Get our trims set. We probably want just a little nose up trim here. If only because we're full of fuel. Quasi Guru is raiding. Welcome, Quasi Guru. It's good to have you here. We're just about to depart Boston in the Warrior for just a short hop up to Nashua, and it's in preparation for the Boston the BVA Wings program of VFR flight number 4. Flaps. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to put in a notch of flaps. Let's get that going. There we go. And what else? Autopilot. Switches. We don't need pitot heat today. It's by the way, I made it summer just because it's a practice flight. And we are ready to go. Let's see. Lineup, checklist, fuel pump on, flap set, instruments. Oh, we didn't bug up our heading. That's always a good. I consider that to be a good habit. And we are going to be. What clearance did they give us? Let's say they gave us clearance to fly runway heading, and they gave us a departure frequency, and then they told us to line up and wait. And so we're now lined up and waiting. Switches, lights, transponder. Oh, yeah, we got to get our transponder on. Probably would have done that before we would have done that before we taxied, huh? Okay. So we're good to go. They told us to line up and wait, which we're doing. And so then they're going to call us back and cleared to take off, fly runway heading, and we would already have our departure frequency. But let's go, ladies and gentlemen, and other gentle beings. Unless I'm very much mistaken, we are ready to flip the surly bonds. Okay. Airspeed's alive. That's 70. Should be plenty fast to rotate. There we go. All right. That was nice and easy. So now we just have to kind of try and stay at least vaguely on our runway heading here. And maybe, hey, soundtrack, could you make a quick note for me? I don't need a timer. I'm not asking you for a timer. I will, as I swore on Thursday, I will never ask you to start a timer for me. But if you could just jot down a quick note. I have, I'm sure the vast majority of aspects of the TDS 750 remain for me to learn. But the one I'd like to do next, because it gets me every time at this point, is there's some way, it has some mode where it will kind of like automatically zoom and kind of keep you centered. But then like there's times when I want to zoom in on something, and then so it's just say TDS zoom. That's all that needs to go in the note, and then I will hopefully before Thursday learn to use learn how to use the instrument I'm relying on to navigate. There's a thought. Okay. Are we drifting? We're drifting a little to the left there. Let's, we're at 1,000. Let's say we've talked to departure and they've told us to remain at or below 2,000 and remain on runway heading. So we will do that. Let's go down here and get this guy on, and course should already be in there. Oh, and at or below 2,000, we'll keep climbing for a little bit further here, and maybe I can take a sec now just to go over here and see if we can figure out what's going on. Oh, well, so that was probably a mistake with where are we? Are we already, oh, yeah, we drifted to the left, and now it's taken us back to, we're going to let it get us to Huffy, and then we're going to, and then let's see, how far till we're out of the Bravo, because that's, again, we were thinking probably the main thing they're going to give us is just to get us out of their hair as quick as they can. So that's fine. And then let's okay, make sure we're not about to die out here. And they said at or below 2,500. It's such a short hop. I think we're just going to cruise at 2,000. So we will just level out at 2,000 and take it from there. KW for life. Hey, welcome on in. Good to have you here. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your day. And we're coming up on 2,000 there at a nice slow rate of climb. I bet even this ancient single axis autopilot that is very nearly as old as I am is going to be able to capture an altitude without a lot of wild swings, since our climb rate was so nice and steady. So that means it is time for our cruise checklist, which would involve bringing up the flaps. Those of you who have been here for this is what, the sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is like the 6th official stream. I know at least one of you, and maybe more, will be proud that for the first time we're actually bringing up the flaps. You know, this is so auspicious. I think we actually even want to go outside the airplane and watch our flaps come up, because it's something. This is the first time, for the first time on the Peter Mooney channel, ladies and gentlemen and other gentle beings. It's only one notch, but I think we should celebrate that for the first time. Soundtrack. Need another quick note. We need a drum roll sound command, because if ever we needed a drum roll, it's now. Okay, here. 3, 2, 1 before the plane leaves the frame. And they didn't come up. What the heck? Are they I think they gotta be well, no, they're up. How come they didn't come? Well, we'll go back here, and then here, and because I have to hit the C for controls before. Whoa, there we go. Wow, and off she goes, climbing like a fart in a bathtub without those flaps dragging her down. Woohoo! Alrighty then. We'll just go back here. Oh no, we won't go back there with it in control mode. All right. But as long as we're here and there's no real ATC on with us, why don't we have a little fun and see if we can do one of these? I think you know what, that stutter did not look good. I'm not happy about that. Let's see, sun's on this side, I think. All righty. Oof. Oh gosh, that's the north side of the bay, isn't it? I think so. Let's just go back in here. So let's see what's going on. Oh, well, so flaps, that was nice, but then we do need to bring this poor thing back to about 2,300. And then we should also get our let's see, oil temp and pressure. Oh yeah, that oil temp's coming up now. That's, well, I mean, it's that's what it's supposed to do, so that's good. And we can turn off the fuel pump. Yeah, Thursday we reached for the fuel pump and turned off the master and the alternator as well. So that was exciting, but we'll do without that excitement today. The landing light can come off as well. Maybe that's the one that nearly killed us yesterday. Hey, Sparky Pilot 86, thank you for the follow and welcome on in. Good to have you here. We are in the Just Flight Piper Warrior, heading from Boston up to Nashua, New Hampshire, and it's a lovely summer day, is why it's a little bit hazy here. And we should be seeing Boston behind us where we left from. Well, it's back there. It's it's probably over there somewhere. Oh yeah, I think there it is right there. Boop. I keep forgetting it's the camera controls are backwards because I'm in front of the plane in the never mind. Alrighty, let's no, we gotta do that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sparky. Thank you for your kind words. That's very nice. Hey, Nightwolf, good to see you. Welcome on in. You used to live in Nashua, huh? Wow. We lived in Boston for it was about 4 years, a little over 4 years, back at sort of at the dawn of the 80s, probably before most of y'all were born, but had really enjoyed 4 years living in Boston. It was that third winter or the four, I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 winters. I think we got, at any rate, it was winter, and it had snowed every winter when we were there. But that one winter in particular, I'm just going to lean out here. I kind of forgot to do that, and we should do that. That winter, I was working in downtown. We lived in kind of like the Back Bay Fens, and was working downtown. So I took the Green Line, those little trolleys, and we'd had a blizzard. The path from our street to the T station was about a little wider than shoulder. The snow was about shoulder high, and channels had been dug a little wider than shoulder width. If you passed somebody, you had to kind of turn and sidle by. And then so just one morning on the way to work, having navigated the snow tunnels and gotten down into the T station, halfway to work, riding on that train, like jammed in with everybody else going through this. I was like, you know what? This is not required. Somebody else is here, and I've turned off name tags. I was like, you don't actually have to do this. This is optional. And I got home and we talked it over and decided to come back home to North Carolina. We were both Southerners, and we're happy to get back to where it was warm a lot of the time. Drygon's with us today, and Raised Ferret. No, you're on the ground in Boston. But Barbecue Beef is here, and Dressler is also probably not with us in an A320. So Barbecue Beef and Dragon, and more stuttering, not good. Dragon and Barbecue Beef, welcome. Good to see you here. Can I see you? It's weird. Sometimes I can, and sometimes I can't, and I've not figured out why. I think I am. Yeah, I am seeing Dragon. It might be proximity. Maybe Dragon's closer. Look at these stutters. This is. We got through the first 5 or 6 streams with nothing like this. D18, is that a diamond? Oh, then there it goes. So I still don't know what's up with the traffic and that sort of thing. Oh, look, an airport. Let's see where we are. Yeah, see, so why is this thing not? It's just not following me. Oh, we're about to turn left, it tells me. But we've got a note about that soundtrack. I am going to learn how to. Is it like, I think if I go back, there we go. Back will get us there. Oh, so that is Beverly. Well, that's cool. Now I know what the airport at Beverly looks like. Not that we'll necessarily be flying over it when we do this rating live on the network, but still good to know. Well, the stutters seem to be happening mainly in the drone cam, so maybe that's level of detail. I'm not sure. To play with some settings to see what we get with that. I've already bumped a lot of things from ultra down to high just to see what would happen. But okay. Well, now we're on our way direct to. Yeah, sure. Drygon, it's you. You're causing my stutters. D18, is that diamond? Bike Solo X. Hey, welcome on in. Good to see you. Welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Oh. Oh, I see what happened there. That's really interesting. Sorry, this is so soundtrack. You're definitely earning your pay today. That's a joke, everybody. But what am I trying to say? Come on. There we go. Just jot down slobs, SLOBS, and server. I'll know what that means. We're using two bots and two chat bots, and only one of them should have the server command, but currently they both have it, and so that's why it returned two things there. Sorry about that. So Spike Solo X, yeah, hi, welcome on in. We're doing a dry run. I've started the VATSIM Boston group's Wings over New England program, which is a series of 30 training flights to familiarize you with all aspects of flying VFR and IFR on VATSIM. Because I got a VATSIM account more than a year ago and just never got myself started. So I thought if I start streaming and actually do this program, there's going to be a structure that will force me to finally get off my lazy behind and get myself into VATSIM and do my IFR training. That's the other major piece of it. In real life, I got my private pilot license about 20 years ago, flew for about 5 years, then became poor and couldn't fly anymore. So I never got around to starting my IFR training, and so that's kind of also the dual purpose of this stream is to just kind of go through the process of IFR training. I'm pretty sure it's looking like I'll know for sure by next week, but I think I am going to take advantage of VATSTAR, which is a VATSIM authorized training organization. They offer free VFR training to get your P1 rating in VATSIM, and then all their training is free. I mean, they accept donations, and I'm sure people donate, and I'm sure I will scrape together something that I can donate. But so they offer free training for the VATSIM pilot ratings: P1, which is like a private pilot license; P2, which is your IFR rating; P3 in VATSIM is equivalent to a commercial rating in the real world, and then the VATSIM P4 is equivalent to your ATP, airline transport pilot rating. Hey, ladies and gentlemen and other gentle beings, Scruffy Tam is here, and Sticky Rice. It's an embarrassment of riches all at once. Hey, Scruffy Tam, one of my favorite streamers on Twitch. Always just a fascinating and fun time in a Scruffy Tam stream, including you get to find out each time that he streams what outrageous socks he is wearing, because he has quite the collection. It's impressive. And Sticky Rice, hey, welcome on in. Good to see you. Also a lovely streamer here on Twitch. I don't miss a Sticky Rice stream when I can, but opposite sides of the globe, schedules tend to not necessarily always line up all that well. So let's see. I I think 1 hour of instruments in the DC-3. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I got it. Um, I'm not sure if I answered the question about where we're going. I think I said why we're going there, but so this is because Boston Center is not on frequency on VATSIM today. We're doing a practice run for the flight that we will do as soon as we can catch somebody on the radios. But the flight is a pretty short one, just from Boston up to Nashua, New Hampshire. And we're probably getting, we're only 20 miles away from Nashua at this point. And as you can tell by the dashed blue line surrounding Nashua, there it is the airspace around Nashua is Class D Delta. But it also lies almost under the shelf of the Manchester Class Charlie. So the solid magenta line there around this airport indicates a Class C airspace. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, either that or switch over to the paper chart, just because there's an interesting little, interesting little carve out in the shelf. So Manchester's Class Charlie, it's redrawn it. Let's keep an eye outside and make sure we don't kill ourselves or anybody else. And then also just flip over to the chart I should have it here. Here we go. Yes. Is it going to be easier to see on here? I think it is. Okay. Then that means on here, we got to go to this. And yes. So here's our magenta line that we're going to be coming in on from the southeast over here. And which is going to give us a pretty much a straight in for landing at Nashua. But do we need to worry about this Class Charlie airspace around here? So Class Deltas are generally from the surface up to, somebody help me, because it's 2,500, I think, generally. But that's right. It's in the blue box. So Nashua's Class Delta goes from the surface up to 2,700. It's got a little carve out here where they don't control around this private air jump field, whatever you call that. Goodness. But then where Nashua's Delta underlies the Charlie for Manchester, what's going on here? So these, for those of you who are new to VFR charts, or like me, as good as new, since it's been 15 years since I looked at one. What's happening here with the Manchester airspace? Let's just make sure we aren't about to. Do we still have? How far do we still have? We still got. We still have. We need to go back to get to. We still got 15 miles. Okay, we're gonna be quick and take a look at this. So within the center ring here, the Manchester Charlie goes from the surface up to 4,300, and the top of it is 4,300 everywhere, but it has some different floors. So because of its runway orientation this way, they control down to 2,000 within this little rectangle. Over on this side, within that little rectangle there, all the way down to 1,500, and then it goes down to 2,500 within this section. So we're only going to just brush the edge of it, but where we do that will be on final, and the Charlie doesn't start till 2,500 feet in this area, so we don't have to worry about the Charlie given the way we're coming in. If ATC was on and they gave us pattern entry things, we still wouldn't have to worry about it this close to the field, because again, it's only 2,500 here. Okay, enough. I've said enough about me. What do you think about me? No, that's another silly joke. Okay, what do we got? We're at 13 miles now, and 2,000 feet. We should probably, 10 minutes to entering airspace, and 10 miles away. So we would be going ahead and calling up. We would already have our Nashua frequency, which is also common. It's probably right on here somewhere. We would have gotten the ATIS. We would have picked up. Manchester doesn't. Nashua doesn't have an ATIS because it's just a little Class D field. But Manchester has an ATIS. We could have picked that up and told Nashua Tower that we had the weather. And so down here, Nashua. Do I remember if charts are on the? Yeah, we're Borefield. CTAF 133.2, and look, oh my gosh, there is an ATIS for Nashua. Wow, I'm impressed. And it looks like I'm gonna have to look on the look elsewhere for the frequency. That's what I'm trying to say is radio frequency. But I would also, if we were doing this for the rating, the frequencies would also be in my VATSIM vPilot client, and that's like the easy, quick way to look them up there. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, good to see you. Yeah. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to stay. Okay. Right. So we would be calling up Manchester Tower, Warrior 8080 Alpha. We're 10 miles to the east-southeast at 2,000 feet, full stop landing Nashua. And they would come back and give us a clearance. And, since we're VFR, I suppose you could call it a clearance. As soon as they talk to us, that establishes two-way radio communication, which is in effect the clearance to enter the Class Delta airspace that they're calling from. So what he's going to do is he's going to call up and give us pattern entry instructions, or in this case, given the direction that we're already flying and the current winds, which are from the northwest, there's an overwhelming likelihood that he's going to just clear us for a visual approach to runway. I should know. I should bug it up. Let's see. Do I know? I may not know at the moment, but I sure do know where to look it up. It's right here in this. Hey, collimator, great. Wait, that says, Colibiri. I thought what I heard in my ear sounded like Collimator, who's another person who I would have been equally happy to see. But so what we got here are at Nashua is 1-4 and 3-2. So it's 3-2 that we are heading toward, and getting close enough that we could we certainly need to start our need to do our before landing checklist, if I can get back to that. But before we do that, we are gonna go over here. Oh, come on. All right, and we're just gonna bug up 3-2 to make it easy on ourselves when we get to as we get a little closer to the field. All righty, there we go. And let's see. Before landing, brakes, they're good. How did we get way back there? Temps and pressures are looking good. I gotta keep working on my checklists because our undercarriage gear is down and welded. We're gonna make the we can't actually go back there so you can see what's going on. We're mixture rich. Carb heat on. There we go. What else we got here? 5 miles and about 1,500 loose. So landing light on, fuel pump on, beacon transponder, radio. No, that's the I've jumped ahead. Patches landing light. Okay, that's everything on our checklist. Let's see if we can see the field. Oop. Can we? I thought that was going to give me a... Oh, I do see the field. It's right there in front of us. I don't even need this little view. Even if I had it. Oh, no. It's the... oh, there we go. Yep, there it is. And boy howdy, we're high. let's pull some power and get some flaps in, and let's kill the autopilot and see if we can't be heading on over toward this field. You know, we might even want to slip it a little bit because we got busy talking and enjoying ourselves in the stream and not paying attention to where we were and what we should be doing. But you know, frankly, if I were just a little more devious, I wouldn't even mention that I forgot to look up the field elevation, but it's 200 feet where we're going, so that's good. So yeah, we've got 1,000 feet to lose. Oh, we're not as high as I thought we were. That's fine. So we probably can put a little of that power back in. We don't want to just like fall out of the sky if we don't have to. Yeah, on Thursday of last week when we were coming into Boston, we actually, for the first time, flirted with what some might call a stable approach. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to like really go out on a limb here and say the phrase stable approach, because that's just sure to mess things up. But yeah, this is not looking too terribly bad. Maybe could come. Let's drop in another notch of flaps here. We can maybe increase that descent rate, slow down a little bit. Okay, 500. That's looking good, and we're going 80 knots. It'd be great if we could touch down around 60 and not falling out of the sky at 1,500 feet a minute. That's never a good idea. Let's see. At this point, I'm going to call the field made, so we're going to take out power. Get ourselves that last... Whoa! A little bit of bumpy wind here. I'm not sure. Oh, come on. Get it. Well, that was not entirely bad. Surprisingly enough, that wasn't so bad. And is this a, I don't think that's a taxiway. I hate stopping on the runway, and I never do it intentionally, but that fooled me. I thought that might have been a, and if I had an easy way to glance at my GPS and back, okay, there's Bravo. Whoops. Bravo coming up on our left here, so we will just keep rolling on out. Oh, no, there it is right there. That's nice. Let's see if I can get onto the pedals here and slow us down enough to get around the corner. Oof. All right. So we would, well, I failed to mention if ATC was on, we would indeed have gotten our landing clearance. We would not have landed without being cleared to land, and we would be stopping once we're clear of the runway here and calling the tower, and then they would be calling us back and giving us instructions to taxi to the ramp. But we're just going to do that. And hey, Dave Rendon is here. I probably missed some other stuff on the approach there. Oh, and I see Dragon, you're already down. Barbecue Beef, are you down? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying much attention, but if anybody's about to land, we'll see if we can catch that on the stream. Do I see Barbecue Beef over there? No, Barbecue Beef, are you still in the air? Let's ooh, these stutters again when I get a little nervous about, you know what, let's head over to the ramp here. And we can park and go look for Barbecue Beef. Ah. Mm. All righty. Let's get the parking brake on, and then we'll step outside here with a little less to worry about. Oh, barbecue beef still up at 4,000 feet. Are you on your way in, bud? If so, we can do some other. We can get shut down here. And oh no, ladies and gentlemen, and other gentle people, I forgot to start the flight recorder. Soundtrack. Make a note. let's have a sound command for the flight recorder. We'll give it a good cool down, but PMS 50 and GTN 750 doesn't look like that. Oh, absolutely. It says out, not like yours. And that's in the Just Flight Warrior. Is that right, Dave? Yeah, I'm definitely happy to. Oh, wait, I just hang on. I just did something to the parking brake, and I don't know what. Let's make sure it's actually on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, definitely. In the Bonanza. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I've got the Bonanza as well, and so yeah, I'd be happy to sit down and look at that with you. That would be delightful. There's Dragon parked up for a screenshot. And barbecue beef, are you coming in? Well, let's see. While we wait to see what barbecue beef's up to, let's run our checklist. We're getting a raid from the dog pilot. Hello, the dog pilot. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. Oh, did I not? Oh, thank you, soundtrack. Yes, thank you very much. Sometimes I get all excited and just kind of forget where I am and what's going on. I forget that what you're seeing is not what I'm seeing. I'll get used to that over time. So let's clean up the airplane. We could have cleaned up our flaps while we were taxiing in, but we were busy yapping our. Oh, looks like barbecue beef is on approach here. What is the? Okay, there we go. Is it going to let us actually see you? Because this will be less enjoyable if we. Oh, that's taxiway is why you look like maybe you're not lined up. It's because we weren't lined up. Well, I'm hoping that it's just a matter of you're gonna pop into view as you get closer. And since we don't get to watch my landing replay because I forgot, we will see if we can watch yours. And so while we look at that, let me see if I can't just get this checklist done in the background. Flaps, my fuel pump off. Oh, that's right. Yep. No, not really, because never mind. I haven't figured out how to let y'all watch this while I do something else. And it's looking like maybe we're not going to see barbecue beef. It may be when he gets closer. I have played around with all those different settings for traffic and what you see and what you don't, and when you see it and when you don't. And it's just none of it seems to make this any better. So that's zoomed in all the way, and we are pretty near the end of the runway. Uh-oh. Are you going around? No, you're no. Oh no, are you? Oh no, you're right here, and we can't see you. That is such a shame. And I really don't know why that is. Oh heavens! Well, now it's because we're on the other side of a building, but huh. Well, there we are. There we are, barbecue beef 8, flying the stealth Cessna 172. Um, I tell you, that is just hilarious, isn't it? Maybe when we get over here a little closer, I don't know. Let's see. We'll see what happens with that. Oh, well, so now it's loading in all my stock aircraft that from my hangar, because I told it, oh, come on. I told it I want high parked traffic density at the airports. And so it just loads in every plane that I have in my hangar, which indeed it has. But I wonder if there's something to do with the barbecue beef. Are you in this, like, the stock Cessna that comes with the sim? Because I think that's, when on the Sunday fly-alongs, when Sim Caesar flies that Cessna, I never see him. I see everybody else, and I see other people in Cessnas, but I don't know if maybe there's different. Oh, that's the 172. I'll have to think. Yeah, I think I see his 152, but not when he's in the 172. Okay. Yeah, so at any rate, where are we and what are we doing? I was gonna let me grab I'm gonna grab a screenshot of the three of us, even if we can't see barbecue beef, just for posterity. And oh, that's no good. You don't see that on the stream. That's fine. There we go. Alrighty, and let's just save that. And how are we doing on 17, 18, 16? An hour left to, yeah, let's, so we got about an hour left. It would be a miracle to actually get an entire flight done in an hour, even if it's a short one, but I think it might be worth a try. I'm gonna just pop over to VATSPY and see if Denver Center is still on or if they're not. Oh, well, wouldn't you know it? Now, Boston. Wait, is anybody on center? No. Syracuse, we got Bradley ground, but we can't do the wings rating with just Bradley ground on. We got to have somebody who can. We got to have. I think there's one of two approach controllers in Boston that if approach for one of the two Boston sectors is on, we can do it, or Boston Center has to be on. And we got none of that. So before we started the stream, I knew the letter code for Denver Center. DV. Yeah, I tried DE, DN, everything else, but so DV. Denver was on before we started. Are they still? Denver Center is on. He's been on for 4.5 hours. So hard to say what his plan is and how long he'll be on. I'm going to take a quick look at the map. Am I? I'm going to try to look at the map. Hello? Nope. Maybe if I go to the world map and zoom in, yes. There's a lot of people flying VATSIM in the U.S. today. So Denver's still on. Oh, we got centers on here in the East. DC's on. Oh, I see. So Boston Center is lit up on the map, but only because there's a lot of ATIS's and ground. So let's see, what's this one up here? Is that, I think, yeah, no, that's Toronto. And so then it's looking like Denver Center is going to be our bet. Yep. Well, what do you think? We could go try and do a. In any case, I'm going to get us out of here and back to the main menu. And while it is doing that, we can talk about whether we want to go do a flight from Denver to Colorado Springs or just wrap it up and call it an evening. Yeah, Quas. Gosh, it's 18, 19, 21, 23. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. No way. Yeah, you definitely got important, way more important things than a one little warrior going somewhere near Houston. And Denver's on, which, you know, if I want to do it, I can do it. And I want to do it. I got to tell you, my throat and voice are the only things that are kind of lagging behind. I'm just gonna bear with me one moment. All righty. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and see just how quickly um we can plan a flight and then carry out our plan. Um, so let's go to yeah, I'll bring you along over here to um, Sky Vector with me. And so the plan's going to be Denver to Colorado Springs. Oh, I forgot to clear these out. So no, we are not going to do a 1,500-mile trip in the Warrior. I promise. But we are going to go to Colorado Springs. I could have told you a short time ago what it was. COS. All right, there we go. And what is it? Not all that far. Is it 63 nautical miles? We can knock that out in no time. Straight shot due south, depending on how they let us out of the Bravo at Denver. What else do we want to do in here? I want to go ahead while I'm here and have my field diagram open for Denver. And we've got the VFR chart. Let's have the field diagram for Colorado Springs open. That's not it. We go here. This should be it. And so, Denver International. Yep, let's turn it around this way, make it a little easier to see. Hello. There we go. All righty, where's GA? Down here in the middle on the south side. That's probably good since we're hoping for maybe 17 right to head us south, or one of the 17s anyway. Okay, great. And then Colorado Springs, what does it look like? Also with 17s, right and left. And then depending on what the winds are doing, there's also pardon me, a 3-1 must make this 1-3. I'm not seeing the number there, but it's got to be a 1-3 if it's 3-1. If memory serves correctly. And where's the GA? GA is over here. Now, once we get down to there. Okay, well, that's the most basic of things there. Let's see what the simulator is doing, because we should be getting it loading in Denver, because that'll take it a minute. And we can do other things while it's doing that. So we'll just put in Denver for our departure. And we're going to be way down here somewhere at GA. Yeah, I think that was right around in here, wasn't it? Oh, you know, I loaded in here once a few months ago. Hey, Texas One Flyboy, thank you for the applause. Boston Center's now online. It's Sheed. Well, we should go do that then, shouldn't we? Pardon me. We have new information. Let me just turn to the other computer and verify that we're not being jerked around by the nose here, or yanked by the chain, or words to that effect. You know I'm kidding. But go back up here to ZBW. Can I talk anyone into attending a meteorology lecture tomorrow? Oh, Quas, I would be happy to do that. All you have to do is get a first class ticket, uh, uh, preferably on Delta, delivered to my place within a few minutes, and I'll be happy to do it for you. All right, well, look at this. A bunch of people have come on, Boston, and center is on, and it is indeed the lovely, the talented, the irreplaceable Jamsheed Lovelace. So that's center, and anybody else who got approach ground at Bradley. Okay, well let's go do it. Let me just bail out of there, and we will come back in here and do KBOS instead. We just practiced it, so we should be ready. Or, pardon me. Sorry. There we go, Logan. Oh, now now one caveat is for the Wings program, you have to fly with live weather. And our flight before, I made it June and nice. You don't have to use real time, but even if we set a different time of day, it's still going to be whatever Microsoft has as being the current weather, which is often not, I'm sure you know, the real weather. We're going to start out over here in GA. I can promise you I clicked on every single spot on this field, and there is not a spot 69, but so we're going to take spot 68, which is the next best thing. And if they're still departing 9, that's as close as you can get GA parking, because it's where it is, and then it's tucked in the northwest corner of the field. All right. Well, let me get back over here. We'll get this loading in for the airplane. And while that's loading in, let's go back to new flight plan and Boston to Nashua, not Kash for Ash for Nashua. There we go. And let's stoop. Let's have our field diagrams for this as well. And also for Boar Field in Nashua. There we go. All right. Oh, I opened the airport. I thought I was opening the field diagram. There's not, other than that 19 feet, there's not really a lot on the main page that we need, because it's, it's great for getting the frequencies if we were flying in real life, but we're not, and VATSIM doesn't use the real world frequencies, so that's good. Okay, so we're up here, and we'll get the ATIS in a moment, but they're probably still going off 9, which is all the way over here. But yeah, maybe they're not. We will find out where they're going and then plan accordingly. And then regardless of what we plan, we may be given something completely different. So we'll see about that. But our basic plan is going to be, just depending on whatever runways the big jets are using, we're going to want to do our VFR departure. We're going to want to plan to. There's really not any point in talking about that until we get the ATIS. So let's see what's going on in the sim and get ourselves heading in that direction. So here we go, ready to fly. Ooh, this does not look great. Let's get this thing going so we can get the radios cranked up and see what the ATIS is. See if we even have VMC here. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, the look of it, we might. We shall see. Okay. Get my checklist where I can see it. And scroll back up to the top. As we used to say back in my showbiz days, once more with feeling. I'm going to take a look at our fuel, see how much we used up flying to Nashua before there. Oh, no, it has started us fresh with 50%. I thought, oh, that's because I turned off state saving in the just flight, because there was some question at some point whether or not state saving was also connected to that GPS problem. And I have not ruled that out with experiments either. So let's get over to our EFB and get this thing going. So we're going to take out, we never want our wheel pairings. We are going to untie ourselves and unchock ourselves. And this is the second flight of the day, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of those. And let's see, anything else we got? I want to streamline anything we can, and at the same time not compromise safety. So that's my goal here. We'll see how I go. Adiabatic lapse rates. Okay. Yep, I'm going to focus on over here. Hey, Joshua Aviation, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. And if you've come in recently and I missed saying hi, I'm terribly sorry. But we're going to, like I said, see if we can get this flight underway and see if we can move on to getting our VATSIM Boston Center Wings over New England VFR flight number 4 rating. That's what we're working on today. Okay, so chocks and tie downs, hatches and harnesses, trim. We actually do like to know that it's actually functioning in a full range. It is, and we're going to go ahead and just set it just a little bit nose up here, since we're going to be departing soon. There's a trim. Flaps are up. They are. Parking brake is on. Yes. Fuel selector. I just met her. Right side of the clock. So we will put this on right. Very good. Instruments. We already know that our instruments will not be erect when the engine is not running. Looks like the altimeter is not really set. There we go. Around 20 feet for Boston. Yep, very good. Okay. Instruments, avionics master off, switches off, breakers in, controls free and correct, yokes are gone. Okay. We are ready to get this running. We got our, that's our, you know what, that's our lights, which we're probably going to want. Well, we'll come back and deal with that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Master on. Beacon on. Mixture rich. Throttle cracked. Fuel pump on. Hello. Thank you. Fuel pump on. Prime. Second flight of the day. Engine's still warm. We don't need to prime it. Oh, clear prop. And we're ready to start. Let's see. Nice and warm, so she does start right up. Got our throttle to 1,000 or thereabouts. Oil pressure's looking good. Oil temp will take a while to come up, but not too long. Both of our tanks are full. That's all looking fine. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Let's go ahead and get the alternator on. Hello. Oh, there we go. Alternator on. Gotten a good positive charge on the ammeter there. Do we have suction? Yes, 4.4. Excellent suction has caused our instrument to become erect. And let's see. we've already, oh, you know what? I think just to be on the safe side, we are going to go back to the EFB before we turn the avionics on. We're just going to cycle through these again to make sure that we don't run into whatever was causing the GPS to not work on, oh, and I just went past it. There we go. TDS GTNXI. That's us. Oh, okay. I'm glad I caught that. The EFB is, and okay, then we can go to over here. Oh, and the other thing we can do, because we now can, is get, oh, wait a minute. So are these, I guess these were already on? You know, it's gonna be getting dark. I'm gonna cheat. Just only momentarily. And only because I can't tell what's going on with these. I am just gonna make it dark enough that I can confirm my panel lights are on full before we do anything else. There we go. And the other one. Oop. Yep, it's this way. I don't know why down is bright and up is off, but okay. Just gonna kind of go back to whatever point of the day looks brightest. Okay. Pretend you didn't see that. So now, while we're down here, we can get our avionics master on and find out what our GPS is up to. Very good. Flight plan. It really is just
TOS, system test
hello.
okay.
Back. Come on. There's back. There's back. All right. Mr. Tawes tells us we're in good shape. Going to Nashua. And we're not gonna I'm not gonna do the via Beverly this time. Because they're going to give us vectors out of the Bravo, and at whatever point they do, we're just going to go direct Nashua. So I thought I just put this in here, but maybe I didn't. Okay, and as long as we're in here, let's get it to 1200. That's good. 1200 and standby. All right, that's good. That's everything on our checklists down to the taxi checklist. So that means we could get some frequencies and find out what the weather's doing here. So let me get to see if I can find the vPilot client. I had almost forgotten it. It was even here. We're going to connect. And it says we are connected to VATSIM. Soundtrack. Oh, hey, Joshua. Yeah, Nashua. I was telling people earlier before you came in, we lived in Boston for about 4 years back in the 1980s, and we got up to Nashua a few times just for, like nice drives, especially in the fall, nice drives in the country and that sort of thing. But yeah, Nashua seemed pretty cool. Oh, soundtrack. That's funny. Soundtrack. Don't let me forget to turn on the flight recorder as we approach Nashua. And then don't let me forget to disconnect from VATSIM before we replay the landing. Okay? Both of those are crucial. If I forget the first one, then we don't have to worry about the second one. But if we get the recorder on, then we also have to be sure, Lord help us, not to repeat what we did on Sunday. That was tragic. All right. Boston ATIS is 135. Oh, are you still on desktop view? No, you're still in the airplane. Boston ATIS 135 nothing. So let me get myself back in the plane. Definitely got to improve. Figure out what went wrong with that. With my two monitors switching here. So 135 nothing. We'll put that in. Hey, there it is. How is ATC for you? Is it? Oh, it
Advise
looks
on
like you're
initial
not hearing it
contact.
at all.
You have
It's
information
knocking
call.
me out of the water. Are you hearing ATC at all?
Boston Logan
Hey,
Airport
Kill Dead Red
information
Ted.
call.
Good to have you here.
2254 Zulu. Wind 110 at 6. Visibility 10. Ceiling 9,000 broken. 22,000 over test. Temperature 9.
Oh no, it's disappeared.
2.7. Altimeter 3042. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right. All aircraft read may call hold short instructions and decide altitude.
So how is ATC volume is appropriate for you? Okay, that's great. I think that I now know how to. Oh my gosh! Somebody subscribed. Kill Dead Red just subscribed. Kill Dead Red, thank you. That is so sweet. Oh my gosh! I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I am learning how, once again, to multitask, which is allowing me to both feel gratitude and adjust the volume. Okay, it's if I go to volume mixer, and then I gotta go over to, we should have a, oh, it's the, oh, you know, that's exactly what it is. It's so, okay. So, ATC volume still good for you after I've adjusted at my end? Yeah, I really appreciate the support, Kill Dead Red Ted. That's absolutely awesome. Yeah, so unless what I just did to adjust my on my end, what I'm hearing for ATC, unless that changed what you're hearing, we should be good to go. But I do want to just check the vPilot client as well, because that's where the problem was last time. So microphone, yes, that's the right microphone, and it looks like my level is good there. And then the output device, that's looking good. Output volume, okay, well this one should affect. So soundtrack still good on the ATC volume, no change when I made that change there.
Boston Logan Airport 8 is information call. 2254 Zulu. Wind 110 at 6. Visibility 10. Ceiling
Okay.
9,000.
Well, I'm gonna ATIS volume went down. It's still audible when I'm not speaking. So the ATIS volume did drop when you, okay. Well then, let me see if, hang on. That's disappointing, because I thought that this was going to let me adjust my my earpiece separate from your, oh, you know, but maybe that's, let's see. If I go, hang on. Oh. I put this one back up. That doesn't seem to do anything. That's too bad. Heh. Okay. Well, that's probably going to be a, okay. Let's,
departing runway 22 right. All aircraft read may call hold short instructions and
okay.
altitude.
So unless that's somehow terrible, if that's somehow terrible or untenable, just let me know, because otherwise we're going to go with that. The get out a piece of paper here. I learned, I learned at the knee of the master. It's very important to have paper on hand and ready to go. And then we can take this down. 9,000 broken.
2.7. Altimeter 3042. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right. All aircraft read may call hold short instructions and decide altitude. Numerous construction cranes in the Boston area and in the vicinity of Logan Airport.
I got part of that time. Let me, sorry if you've been listening to it all this time. Gall is current. As of
Boston Logan Airport 8 is information call. 2254 Zulu. Wind 110 at 6. Visibility 10. Ceiling 9,000 broken. 22,000 over test. Temperature 9er. 2.7. Altimeter 3042. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right. All aircraft read may call
Okay.
hold short
That's
instructions.
I got what I need, and I'm sure you do too. Let me get back into here, and we can take that. It's still wicked loud in my ear, but I want y'all to be able to hear it too. And once the engines are going, I want to be able to hear air traffic control. So, hey, Kev Sim Corner, welcome on in. Good to see you here. We're gonna see if we can't do the BVA Wings VFR number 4 flight today. And Kill Dead Red, it's certainly not illegal. Not the flight anyway. As long as we fly by the rules. Not illegal at all. Oh, I didn't want to see, did that. Hey. So our last flight, our backup GPS was not working here, so hopefully it is today. Okay. So we've got the weather, and the weather is Gulf. And then, so we're going to need to talk to clearance delivery is not on. Ground is not on. We got tower, approach, and center. So I'm pretty sure that means we are going to call approach for our VFR clearance out of the Bravo. Is that right? Route ought to be working there. Yeah, there we go. Good. We're not going to call. Well, now wait. So I don't. This is a great question. I don't know. Our choices are center, approach, departure, but it's actually approach that's on, or tower. It would seem. Yeah. So for our VFR departure out of the Bravo, that's kind of more like an approach thing. So I'm sure we'll talk to tower instead of ground, because there is no ground. I'm sure we'll talk to tower for our taxi. I'm gonna start with approach to request my VFR clearance, because that's the one that just makes the most sense to me. And if I'm wrong, they'll tell me, and so far they've been very nice about me calling the wrong frequency, which I have done several times. So 133 nothing for approach. There we go. And then after them, it's most likely that we'll be talking to tower, and tower's on 128.8. So 288. Okay, that's them standing by. Now it seems mighty quiet on departure here, but we are monitoring COM1, so that should be fine. Oh, and let's see, we're gonna get, oops, this switched over for, okay, that's good. Okay. Does that mean we are ready to call them up? I think it does. It's VFR, so we don't have to file a flight plan. I've been filing flight plans I filed a flight plan for the first 3, but every one of the 6 VFR flights says, you don't have to, if you want to, fine. It doesn't sound like they're encouraging it. On the other hand, it saves them having to take them. Let's be nice and do it. Let me get you back over to hello. Sorry, there we go. That's me. Let me get you back over to the desktop here where we've got various other things going on. So we are going VFR, Boston to Nashua. There's a good reason to not file, is because I didn't figure out an alternate, but we'll put in Beverly because we know the code. We are hoping to be off by about 20 minutes from now would be great. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23:45 is going to be our intended departure, not 23:48. We're obsessive compulsive anal retentive, but not that obsessive compulsive anal retentive. It is not 47 minutes to make a 40-mile flight, is it? I don't, or 39 miles even, I think. 30 or 34 miles. Yeah, it's actually probably, and it's not 18 minutes either, because we're not going to get up to 120. But it's, you know, we're going to call it 30 minutes. Call it 30 en route. And there's definitely 2 hours of fuel on board. And yeah, we'll probably cruise at 95. And, you know, really think we're only going to go up to 2,000, just as short as the flight is, and the way those clouds look. I don't see any reason or any reason to do anything other than direct. It's wings 4, and the rest of that stays the same because we are doing that. So I'm just going to save that in case we wanted it in the future, and then we can file it.
Walker 8023 miles from Wayne, turn right heading 190.
Flight plan filed. It says it right there. Just going to look at who else we're going to expect to talk to here. Is we got, so his departure 133 is in there, and tower 128.8, and center is 134.7. I'm just going to have that handy just because they will probably turn us over to center at some point, and it sure is easier if I already have it written down. Okay, now what? Back in, no, that doesn't do it. Come on, where is there we go. And then we'll get you back over there as well. Okay, I think I have delayed this as long as I possibly can. Avoidance is one of my specialties. I think we should call up departure here and ask for a VFR. Oh, I just seem to have lost my browser seems to have lost its connection. I think you're still seeing me. I think it's probably just my view of the chat that just went down. I sure hope that's it and that the stream didn't just die. But without the chat for feedback, I have no way of knowing. Oh, yeah, and I've got a connecting to chat. I'm going to, if you're still watching, pardon my stepping away for a moment, but the modem is around the corner here. And, well, that looks good. Earlier, around lunchtime today, we had a complete network outage in a huge geographical area around me here. And, there's somebody on the radio. That makes me think that maybe it's just my view of the chat, because I'm at least still connected to voice. So gosh, I hope you can hear me and see the stream. Oh, you know what? So there's Android is here. I should be able to get to the chat through that. Because, yeah, boy, the desktop that I use to see what's happening in the chat, it's just spinning a little wheel and saying connecting to chat. Okay, well, the Android knows that I'm live. Oh, and so is, well, let's see. Am I even, oh, that's right. Of course I'm not going to be in the list of channels I'm following because I'm me. We're going to get this flight going soon, and then I'm going to do something else after that. Okay. So there's me connected to chat in here. Oh, and now it's saying welcome to the chat room again over there. Maybe that was just, oh, look. So that looks like me live in the chat as well. So if I was the only one of the 37 of us who was just panicked for the last 2.5 minutes, I sorely apologize. But everything is looking normal now. And so I think that we should just proceed with seeing if we can't do this flight. Hey, thanks for the welcome, Soundtrack78. Good to be here. Glad I was able to join you today. I am going to kick my shoes off just because it's a lot easier to work these pedals with them off. Okay. Okay. Am I nervous about talking to Sheed? We may not even talk to Sheed. It may be approach gets us out of the, we probably won't. It's probably going to be approach for the clearance, and then tower for the taxi and takeoff, and then they'll hand us back to approach, and approach is going to get us out of the Bravo. So we will, as with each of the previous Boston flights where at least I got all excited about talking to Sheed, it didn't happen. So this is the fourth flight. On two of those flights, it happened because I called the frequency he was on because I thought that's the frequency I was supposed to call. And so I made my initial call up, and then I got to hear Sheed say, contact on this frequency. And that was like the whole conversation. But at any rate, that was that. So we've got departure on 133 here, or rather approach, and it's just dead quiet. So I guess I can't put it off anymore. So what it's going to be 4800 on the GA ramp. On the GA ramp with golf, taxi, VFR departure to the north, wings 4. Okay. I think I'm not even sure he's there, so I'm just going to start with VFR request. And its approach. Boston approach VFR request.
Left aircraft calling Boston approach, say request.
Warrior 8080 Alpha on the Boston ramp. On the GA ramp at Boston with golf, ready to taxi. VFR departure to the north for the wings number 4.
8080 Alpha, Roger. Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
128.8, 80 Alpha. Thank you. Not sure what I hit there that jumped the camera, but hello. Oh, I see. We got to go back here, and then we can go there. Okay. All righty. Well, like I said, it's always something of a mystery as to. Whoop. Oh, come on. I clicked the wrong one there. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Cross runway 22 right. Taxi Echo Bravo Lima Alpha North Cargo. Cross 22 right to Echo Bravo Lima Alpha to North Cargo. Walk rate 02.
So I felt like I left something out when I was giving it. So it's we're on the GA ramp with golf, taxi, VFR departure to the north for the wings. Yep, that should be it. Okay. So he's got I filed a flight plan. I'm just gonna go, and he's not busy. Boston Tower, Warrior 8080 Alpha on the GA ramp with golf, taxi, VFR departure to the north for wings number 4.
Warrior 8080 Alpha, Boston Tower, good evening. Is that wings VFR 4 or IFR 4, sir?
Sorry, VFR 4.
Okay, stand by.
That's interesting. I thought that, so there's 6 VFRs and then 24 IFRs. I was pretty sure that the first IFR was wings flight number 7, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the way they're, I don't know.
Air Canada 1431, cross runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left, Air Canada 1431.
November 8080 Alpha, Wings VFR 4 approved. You're cleared out of the Boston Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at or below 2,000. Departure frequency will be with me 128.8 and squawk 1310.
48080 Alpha cleared out of the Bravo, out of the Boston Bravo, at or below 2,000, departure 128.8, squawk 1310.
8080 Alpha, reback correct. Information Golf is current. Expect 22 right. Full length for departure. Advise you ready for taxi.
Call you ready. Thanks. So that was an expect
Air
22
Canada
right.
1431, wind 110 at 6, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right, Canada 1431.
Cool. So let's get our squawk in there. Go. What am I looking at? Okay, there we go. Back. Oh, wait, no, I didn't need to go back. I just needed to go here. Oh, I get so easily flustered. 1, 3, 1, 0. And altitude reporting. Oh, did I wait? Oh, no, come on. You're yanking my chain. Is that really nice? I don't know. At least I think you are. Oh, no, you're making a joke because I just took down the map to get to my... I get it now. Okay. Ha, 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 ha. 1310. And we'll put the map back up there. Okay. So that's our squawk. Oh, we're expecting 22 right. Let's see what that looks like. If I go back here and then here, you all want to see the diagram as well, just so we all know where we're going. So again, we're way up here, and then 22. He said expect 22 right. So, well, that could be worse. You know, it looks like he'll probably going to bring us down Bravo, and then cross 15 on November, get to 22 right there. Okay. And then, golly, let's go back and look also at our, really loud in my, so we are going off on 22 right. I say, James, is that right? 22 right. Okay. So off 22 right, and then what the ATIS told us where they were landing. What was? I just want to have a general idea of what the traffic. So 22 left. So they're landing. So they're both departing and landing 22. The arrivals are on 22 left. So our bet is going to be, he'll probably vector us out to the west, which is great. Hey, Crafty Aviation, welcome on in. I mentioned earlier some things generally about the thing we were talking about, but I didn't really go into any detail or name any names or anything. But great to see you here. We're just about to take off for the Wings 4. Oh, or do you already know that? I should. I didn't actually look to see. Let's see what's going on there. I need to refresh this screen, and no, I don't see anything on there that makes me think that. So, yeah, I just got finished talking to Boston Tower, and we're getting ready to taxi for the VFR Wings 4. Okay, so what did he tell us? He told us, we're going to be at or below 2,000. We got, and so departure is going to be, get back over here. Departure is going to be 128.8, and then probably the next thing after that is going to be Nashua, which we can look up when we get up there. But Yeah, and it's actually, yeah, approach is 133. He's not going to send us over there, but it's there if we need it. Okay. And then, yeah, 120, 1310. Okay. I don't think I can delay this departure anymore. No matter how much I try. So we'll go back here, bring you back out of desktop mode, and so before taxi, we're gonna get our landing light on. Hello, it doesn't want to let me do it from too far away. Oh no, that wasn't too far away. There's our landing light, and oh, I see Dragon out of the corner of my eye right next to us there. Hi, welcome along. And oh my gosh, ID Bray, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I appreciate the subscription. Landing light, instruments and brakes. Okay, we're good there. And so all of that's good. We did all that before. Okay. So we know he's at the mixture of primers locked, fuel pump and datas. Yeah, once after we taxi, we're going to check. Let's see. Yep. So it's essentially just flaps and switches to go after we taxi. So we're whew, we are ready to go. So we're going to give them a call back and let them know that we're ready to go and get our taxi clearance. Do I have my? I'm going to make sure I've got my diagram handy as well. No. I don't know why that has to be so hard. Oh, part of it's because, hold on. If I adjust this window to there, then that puts that there, and then, okay, so that's good, and then this is also set. Oh, okay, great. The default view here is one that shows me everything I need. I don't need to tell him anything but taxi. Yeah, cool. Boston Tower, Warrior 8080 Alpha, ready to taxi.
Warrior 8080 Alpha, runway 22 right, taxi via Bravo, November. And sir, you know what? I'm going to give you intersection departure of Quebec if that's okay with you.
Warrior 8080 Alpha, taxi 22 right via Bravo, November, and intersection and departure from Quebec is fine.
Southwest 538, turn left direct TJ, contact departure 1330.
Direct TJ and departure 1330.
So I have no idea where Quebec is.
8080 Alpha, can you repeat that again, sir? You got stepped on.
Oh, sorry about that. Right, we're cleared to taxi to 22 right via Bravo, November, and we're fine with departing from the intersection departure from Quebec.
Okay, let me redo your taxi via Bravo, Quebec.
So that's 22 right via, oh, I got you, via Bravo, Quebec. Okay, yep, got you. Okay, thanks. So I guess you really should be. So I made the assumption we'll get under. Let's get underway since he has cleared us, and so we should not be sitting around here any longer than we really have to. Yeah, boy, howdy! I just assumed that I got. I just want to be absolutely certain that this is Bravo. Yeah, Bravo is this right over here. Yeah, I assumed we were still. I figured we would just be going halfway down the length there, instead of crossing over and turning back. But yeah, so what he's actually having us do is we're going to make the right on Bravo, and then Quebec is like an immediate left right there, just right after we make that right. So that's interesting. I mean, I I knew as quickly and easily as this little thing leaps into the air that even if he gave us like the last intersection departure that there was on 22, I was confident that we'd be fine. So that's why I just said, yeah, okay, without even bothering to look. But clearly that was not a bright thing to do because, whoops.
Boston Tower.
Yeah, because it's...
WestJet 2311 Heavy at Bravo 25 with Gulf on board, ready for pushback and engine start on to Alpha.
WestJet 2311 Heavy, Boston Tower, good evening. Pushback onto Alpha approved. Expect runway 22 right for departure. Advise ready for taxi.
Approved for pushback on Alpha. Will advise remember ready for taxi. WestJet 2311.
Skipper Jeff, yeah, absolutely. Did I not repeat that I had golf? I guess I didn't. Although at the wait a minute, oh, it's cutting over this way. Unless I just passed Quebec. No, Quebec is after we make the right. Oh, up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's been weird. So it's, on my initial call up, I said I was at the GA ramp with golf. And then the next time we talked, he told me golf was current. And so then, since each of us had told the other about golf already, maybe that's why I slacked and didn't mention golf again. But you're absolutely right. That is the correct form, and I should be doing the right thing here. So is this so? Yeah, I think our next left. Oh, I keep going to the wrong screen. I think our next left here is Quebec. Nope, and here he is.
Departure, fly heading 270. Wind 110 at 6, runway 22 right at Quebec, clear for takeoff.
Tower 8080 Alpha. I'm sorry, my pen died. Just was that heading 227?
80 Warrior 80 Alpha. That's on departure. Fly heading 270, and wind is 110 at 6, runway 22 right at Quebec, clear for takeoff.
Fly heading 270, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Warrior 8080 Alpha. Okay. Well, that's a takeoff clearance, so we need to head on out here, and let's just be absolutely, certain that 22 is to our right. Yes, that would be south over there to our right. Okay. And then we're going to fly. Ooh. A bug up 270 here without, oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, this is not going well. We're gonna not take up their runway all evening, and we can find 270 long enough without it bugged up. It's not gonna do anything too terrible to us. Okay, good Lord, it's windy out here. Okay. Oh, that gets us up. That's nice. And then 270, if we can keep it. Oh, that's to our right. So that's good.
Warrior 8080 Alpha, continue right turn heading 270.
Right to 270, Warrior 8080
Don't
Alpha.
sink.
Whoa!
Don't sink.
No!
Don't.
We are really getting tossed around here. Okay.
Warrior 80 Alpha, say altitude.
Warrior 8080 Alpha through 400 for 500.
Air Alpha, roger, radar contact. And 80 Alpha, continue right turn heading tree 10.
Unable buildings. We're coming through 700. Can we get just a little further before we make that right?
And 8080 Alpha, yes sir, advise when you're past the obstructions.
We'll advise clear of obstruction, 80 Alpha. Yeah, we don't have to be this far west. And is that building really lower than us? Let's take a quick look outside. Oh, okay, yeah, no, we're good to turn. Warrior 8080 Alpha, we're clear of obstructions now.
Warrior 80 Alpha, continue right turn heading 310.
Right to 310, Warrior 8080 Alpha. Okay. Whew. That's us at 1,000. Okay. I'm a little less panicked now. That was a lot of fun.
Golf Bravo 18 ready for the push.
It was fun for me. Was that fun for you?
American 356.
I'm glad I found those panel lights, huh?
Echo approved. Expect 22 right.
We'd be in pretty bad shape without the panel lights at this point. Okay. 316. Ooh. Stay on heading here if we can.
Boston Tower, United 259 or Echo 11 with Gulf, ready for push.
I wonder if I can I see?
259er Boston Tower.
Can I see my heading bug even on this? Whoa.
Expect runway 22 right, advise ready for taxi.
Push approved, we'll advise ready for taxi, United 259.
There it is. $310 is what he gave me. That's good. Maybe I can get the autopilot on and go to heading mode here. Okay. Oof. Hey, Dragon. It's good. It's comforting to see you there nearby, buddy. I gotta tell you. And, you know, he said at or below 2,000. I think 2,800 is close enough to push it. 200 feet's pushing it enough. We're going to stay well below our at or below altitude. Okay. I think for, at least for the moment, I have caught up to the airplane. It would be great to be out ahead of it rather than behind, but like I said. So we're on heading. Is that really on 310?
Warrior 8080 Alpha, you're leaving the Boston class Bravo airspace to the northwest. Maintain squawk. Maintain VFR. Resume on navigation. Frequency change to Unicom approved. And have a good flight.
Warrior 8080 Alpha. Maintain squawk, maintain appropriate VFR altitude and frequency change approved. I'm sorry, you gave me maintain squawk and maintain something else I didn't get.
Yep, maintain squawk and maintain VFR.
Got you, maintain VFR. Thanks. Okay. And boy howdy, it is looking rainy and cloudy here. Oh. Yeah, 122.8 for Unicom.
And resume your own navigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't read back any of that. 122.8 Unicom and resume on navigation, Warrior 8080 Alpha. And let's see if we can't get down a bit before we fly into IMC here.
2311, runway 22 right, taxi Alpha 2, Bravo, November. Cross 15 right, hold short.
We're getting a lot of really not very nice stutters here.
Bravo, November.
That's not helpful.
5 right, hold short, 15 left, push your 23.
Okay.
Tower American 356 delivered for taxi.
Alrighty. Well, things are looking a little bit better over that way. And maybe even a little better still over here. I think we're going to have to go just a little bit out of our way to get to, you know, or we're going to have to wait for our sim to crash, because these stutters are really, really nasty. Okay. Hoping to get us hoping to get us down to about 1300 here. Just so we got nice, I keep nice clearance from the ground, but at the same time I want nice clearance from these clouds above us. And I still can't see my heading bug. There it is.
I don't have a flight plan for you, sir. You mind file one, please?
Should have popped up, I believe.
Okay. Oh, not quite that low.
It says here I filed.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, let me find you here. Just give me a half a minute.
Take your time, thank you.
Tower, hello, Skylink 125, General Aviation Parking Information Golfer, request start up.
Skylink 125, Boston Tower, good evening.
Okay.
Start your discretion, expect 22 right, advise ready for taxi.
So let's see what we got going on here now.
22 right, report when ready to taxi.
We're still kind of heading over toward where our, you know, if we had done a,
never mind, gotcha.
you know, a straight line course, it would have been over there. And, oh, look, we are right on the edge of somebody's airspace there. Let's head just a little more to our right to make sure. Oh, no, that's, let's go see whose airspace that is that we're avoiding. Did we get? We didn't get an airspace alert, so we must be okay, but yeah, let's zoom in here on, I don't, who put an airport there? I don't remember there being an airport. Oh, it's Bedford, is that right? Bedford? I thought that would tell me if I clicked on it there, but I don't see that. Oh, that's not what we meant to do. Okay. Back. Whatever it is, we've moved past it. Airspace entry in less than 10 minutes. Whose airspace entry? Oh, that's if we keep heading toward Beverly, but we're not going to head toward Beverly. We're going to see if the clouds, you know, it's actually that kind of clear spot on the horizon is... Oh, sure, now they have hotel. Ah. So, maintain squawk. Oh, we were supposed to switch over to Unicom, which we haven't done yet, so let's do that. Okie doke.
WestJet 2311 heavy, cross 15 left.
2311
there. Okay, good. 22.8.
Boston Tower, United 25.
Huh. There's a welcome, really. Those guys in Boston, they're loud talkers. I don't know if you noticed that. They talk loud. So direct to thing is going to be around 333. What does it look like if we... Yeah, it's still looking a little sketchy over there to our left. We're going to put just a little more to the left, but I want to get around that weather if we can. Oh, I mean, that makes our trip a little bit longer. So that's Unicom. Let's go and look at... Oh, so yeah, Nashua, it's probably going to be... Let me switch back to... Why is my... Oh, there we go. I'm so sorry I have not looked at chat since I started that really pitiful takeoff roll. So I apologize for abandoning you here. And as soon as I know what my next frequency is, and kind of at least got one step ahead of the airplane. I will come and catch up and apologize. So that's a departure tower, and then there's ATIS. So yeah, it's gonna be, you know, center top down, pretending to be Nashua Tower when we get up there. So we're gonna be on Unicom until it's time to go in there, and then centers on. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. No, okay, so I actually need to go. Let's see what the airplane's doing. We can go a little more left to not make our trip any longer than we really have to. I was about to say, okay, yeah, right. So I want to go look at the actual charts to get to find out what sector Nashua is in, because that will determine in part. So you can come along to the desktop. We're done with our Logan field diagram, but then if we go back here and go over to War Field and look at the general information sheet for the field, that should tell us which approach. So it's Nashua Tower. Nashua is Boston. Oh, it was a Boston approach. But it doesn't really say which, because Boston approach, I think, is sectored. Oh, and they give two frequencies. So are those the two for the two sectors? I don't know. So I guess when we're ready to call up, Nashua, I guess we're going to call approach Boston approach. Because it looks like one of them does, so that's just more likely than center. So that's our plan there. It'll be Boston Center. Huh. Manchester sector, which is not open right now. Oh, so this on what I was just looking at there, which I've now lost. There it is. So this one, and I know these aren't VATSIM frequencies, but it seems like I can usually find some guidance here. So this Boston approach is talking about the Manchester sector. Is that's what I'm reading you as saying there. So, okay, Skipper Jeff. Okay, yes, good. I did read the materials ahead of time. Believe it or not, Skipper. Let's see. Oh, weather is looking even nicer. Let's get ourselves going back a little more toward Beverly. I'm glad it's clearing up a little because I don't want to spend all night just flying up to Nashua. Should have been a quick little hop. It'll be center. Boston Road is more than just right. Manchester is called Boston Road, and Nantucket is right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like I mean, I think I've got a pretty clear idea of like how top-down works, and that's kind of really my only gray area. And I was asking Quas some questions about that yesterday too. Is when both center and approach are on, you know, whose court is the ball in, depending on like different circumstances. So I definitely got some more figuring out to do in that regard, but I'm glad you're here to provide guidance, Crafty Aviation. I appreciate that a great deal. What did this say our track was going to be? 332. I think we should go ahead and try that. Well, in fact, that's what I put into the heading there. Okay, and yeah, it's not going to be. You know, I think at this point, let's just. Let's do direct to and activate, and then go over here and put this on now. Let's see if it tries to kill us now. Oh, we got so flustered we never did our top of climb checklist, because top of climb was just not that far away, really, was it? Oops. Let's get back in here. And then, are we going to stay out of the clouds? Yeah, it looks like we're staying out of the clouds. That's good news. So then let me get back over to... Oh, and I've left you in desktop view again. My apologies. One day, One day, ladies and gentlemen, and other gentle people, I will get manage to keep all of the juggling balls up in the air at once. So good. Yeah, we're holding around 1300. That's gonna get us. That's not gonna be a problem between here and Nashua. That's good. After this line of okay, so flaps. We never really did pull the power back to cruise, and we've only got 13 miles to go. Is that really that close? How embarrassing. Well, the good news is so far, nothing about this flight has been any more embarrassing than anything else I've done in the first three. Okay, so we're getting close enough to go ahead and call up before too long, but let's at least make sure that we've got fuel pump could come off, but it's about to go right back on. Landing, same with the landing light, could come off, but we're about to put it right back on. So then, undercarriage manager's fuel pump on. Okay, all right. So I think it's time for a fresh sheet of paper. And center, I think we just said, is 1347. So let's get that dialed in. 3, 4, 7. Okay. We'll see how busy they are. And so this is, I mean, it's going to function like tower, which means I don't need it to be worried about getting a tower frequency in. And then
44 Tango, cross 30 miles east of the Syracuse. You are 30 miles east at and maintain 1000. Syracuse altimeter 3015.
He's going to hand me back to
30 miles east of the Syracuse VOR.
once we're down. I'm presuming he will. Oh well, no, he's supposed to be tower. So okay, but if he hands me off to anybody, it would be back to CTAF. So I think we're right. So 10 miles southeast of Nashua at whatever altitude we are, full stop, Nashua. Oh wait, does Nashua has an ATIS, doesn't it? So we should get that. Dang. Wait, does Nashua have an ATIS in VATSIM is the real question, because just because it has a real one. OWD Bedford, no, it does not. Okay. Whew. Better answer. Because now we're only going to be about 8 miles. Okay.
Carriage Trainer 111, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
Wait. I thought we were on 133.0. No, we're on 133.0. Okay. Well, so then, wait, do I have the right frequency in? Let's just... Oh, he gave them over to... Okay, approach. Well, I can't put off this call any longer, can I? Boston Center Warrior 8080 Alpha, 7 miles southeast of Nashua at 1,300. Full stop Nashua.
Number 8080 Alpha, Boston Center, hello.
Obstacle ahead. Obstacle ahead.
Straight in runway 32, Warrior 8080 Alpha.
Delta 1328, contact
Obstacle
Boston
ahead.
Okay.
Pull up. Obstacle ahead. Pull up.
133.0.
Wow, it's soupy, and I'm not actually seeing what's. I don't see the runway. Do you see the runway? Oh, I do. I see a beacon. I see a beacon. Now, if I can figure out my cameras, which is a little tough. Okay. We need a much better... Oh, wait. Was that a beacon? Oh! I gotta get this off. This is... we may... Oh, we may be going around here. Let's see. Because I can't really tell. Oh, over that way and headed that way? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that's definitely the poorest visibility that I have.
80 Alpha, wind calm, runway 32 cleared to land.
Runway 32 cleared to land, Warrior 8080 Alpha. You know what? That could be a river. This is not going well and is not safe. You know, because that is a river. What quickly is the GPS telling us? Nothing that I can see without zooming in, which I probably can't do without killing us in the process. Oh, it's saying we're still 4 miles away, for one thing. So that's interesting. And this is complete soup. You know, I gotta turn around. I can't. It was clear. It was clear behind us, and it's not clear ahead of us, and that's a pity. I would have loved to have gotten this rating today, but I'm not going to go into IMC. I mean, this to me, to my way. I would, so in real life, I would not be out flying around below 1,000 feet in this anyway. I mean, this is as marginal. This is more marginal VFR than margins that I'm really pleased with. So we need to let him know.
United 216, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
Over approach 133.0. Have a good one, United 216.
Number 2257 Yankee, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
2257 Yankee, contact approach 133.0. Have a great day.
Boston Center, Warrior 8080 Alpha. We lost VMC and are currently navigating to keep ourselves visual. We'll advise.
Okay. November 44 Tango, contact Syracuse approach 126.12. Have a good day.
126.12 for Syracuse approach. Thanks for the help.
Okay. Hey, there's raised ferrets. Raised ferrets. Didn't we weren't you around earlier when we were in the neighborhood, but I didn't actually, I thought you were on the ground at Boston, but in like an Airbus or something. Okay, so let's, you know what? Okay, we're at about 1,300. The weather's looking over here. I'm going to get myself, have the autopilot just kind of take this for a minute while we see if we can't. Boy, here's how, when I really, really wish I had a reset heading bug, but I don't. It's, way over there. Oh, come on. Sky's looking reasonably clear over here, so let's, once again, there, and there. Oh, come on. Aye.
Pull.
Okay. Well, he controls his aircraft marginally, at any rate. A marginal pilot or marginal,
let's see here.
Marginal VFR. Okay.
For the arrival.
Let's go take advantage of our... We're safe for now. Yeah, no, I really, really want...
Sounds good. Have that for you shortly.
1,000, not 900. So let's get ourselves up a little higher than this. Really, 1,200 would be fine. And then we're gonna just look at the map and see if it doesn't look like there's someplace that might be clear to land. Oh no!
Maintain 4,000. Squawk 4747.
November 357 Papa Whiskey is clear to Boston by the Albany 7 departure. Radar vectors Gardner as filed. Maintain 4,000. Squawk 4747.
Okay.
357 Papa Whiskey, reback correct. Advise ready to taxi. Runway 19.
So let's use the tools that are at our disposal and see what else might be around. So Southern New Hampshire is directly below us? No, 4.7 miles. Oh, we don't know about the runway elevation, but it's only 5 miles, and it's at 013. Make sure we're not about to die out here. No? Okay. Oh. 7.3 in the same direction. So let's go look at a heading of about 356. So 356 is just like, so yeah, like at our 6 o'clock. So if we, I know we couldn't do this in real life, but if we swing around to about over there, man, it's looking nasty down there. And where it's looking the brightest is the direction we're going. So, and that is what we are heading south. I'm getting more and more disoriented, but we're heading so anywhere between 18 and 21. Let's see if there's anything generally off that way. Minuteman, 11 miles at 206. Maybe we should go for that. We got a 3,000-foot runway. Yeah, let's. So let's. If we go here, does that give us direct to? It doesn't. The one thing I don't care for about in this trip, so it's 6B6, so direct to, and then 6B6 and activate. And we're already on course there, and it's where the sky is looking the lightest, and we are 10 miles out, and it's I'm gonna pull out my paper chart pretty quickly here. I think you don't there's Minuteman. Yep, fuel and paved, but no towers. So I don't know if we may not get the Wings 4. I think has a requirement to land at a towered field, but we'll see. So let's just advise center of our plan. 6 Bravo 6. Okay.
Boston Center properly connected. KR 3241 on the ground at the Vineyard looking for IFR to Boston.
KR 3241, thanks. Clear to the Boston Airport via radar vectors Fredo direct. Climb and maintain 2000. Expect 4000 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 4750.
KR 3241 is clear to the Boston Logan Airport via radar vectors Fredo direct. Climb maintain 2000. Expect 4000 10 minutes after departure. And squawking 4750.
November 325 Charlie Juliet, turn right heading 190. Right heading 190, 325 Charlie Juliet. KR 3241, read back right, advise ready to taxi, runway 6.
We'll call you for taxi, KR 3241.
November 791 Papa Sierra, descend and maintain 3000.
We're going to get a word in here somewhere.
Descend and maintain 3000, 791 Papa Sierra.
Air Canada 1431 flighting, let's see, let's do 260 vectors, ILS 10 approach.
Flighting 260, Air Canada 1431.
November 44 Tango, direct FAT up.
Direct FAT up, 44 Tango.
Boston Center Warrior 8080 Alpha, we're diverting Minuteman 6 Bravo 6 to remain visual.
80 Alpha, okie dokie. I don't know what that's going to do with Wings VFR since it's canceled land there successfully. So you're good to go to Minuteman, no problem, but it won't really do anything for the wing flight, unfortunately.
Yep, we understand. Thanks for the ATC.
Service to you, Minuteman, radar service terminated, squawk.
Oops. Oh, he's
sorry. You're not even on the radar, so just frequency change food. Have a good day.
All right. Yep. Thanks. Thanks for the ATC 800 Alpha.
Boston Solar, hello, Eurotrans 364,
It's not fair. You go and do the right thing, and they penalize you for it. Well, and now look at this. Now we're in the soup again. It's a lighter soup than we had at over at Nashua, but it's still soup, and I just don't know. Let's you know, I would ordinarily I would say let's whoops, what's it doing? I turned off the autopilot and now it's gonna try and kill me again. Yeah, boy howdy, that horizon and this oh jeez. Well, this is truly the, you know, the scud runner's nightmare, because we're not gonna make it. I invariably forget that when I've got the autopilot on, if I just grab the stick and make a little turn, for some reason this airplane just goes directly into a nosedive. And that's not good. Whoa! What the heck was that? So I am thinking at this point our best bet is to find a road somewhere. No, but seriously, let's talk about it. If there's the options here, if we were really in this plane in these conditions, we would indeed. Our number one. We've got plenty of fuel. And, you know, our number one thing is to stay safe, and that means clear of clouds and clear of obstacles. So we would essentially just be stuck cruising around until we found, you know, some place that we could put down. And the more weather we get here, you know, I mean, okay, so that's, you know what, so I mean, that's the thing to do, is because we've already disqualified ourselves from getting the Wings 4 rating. We'll just switch to some high clouds here and then go ahead and get ourselves down somewhere. If we can make the cursor work to take the weather screen away. So, yeah, so here we've climbed all the way back up to 2,000 without, whoops, really meaning to. So then let's just, while we hold altitude, let's come back over here and go once again to, oh, well, look, it's still there. And, oh, come on. We just turned around and went farther away from it. So, yeah, but it's still only 6 miles away, so let's just go ahead and go. Put this back in direct 2, Minuteman, activate, should turn us back around. And now that the weather is nice and clear, we'll just go have a lovely little landing at Minuteman, and then we'll go find somebody to raid. And while the airplane is flying us, I'm going to go ahead and say some thank yous and greet people who are in the chat who were not here before. You know, I think I'm also gonna because we're going to switch back to Unicom because we're no longer receiving radar services, and Unicom's where we should be talking, even though we're probably not really going to talk much. So, hey, Chewy Nuts, welcome on in. Did we, oh, good, I see we got a shout out for Chewy Nuts. That's awesome. Crafty Aviation, technically for the Wings flight, as long as you insert real winds, pressure, and temperature. Oh, you know, I forgot about that. Somehow I lumped that into, you know, live weather, but it very clearly states those are the 3 conditions. So we hope not a minute, man. Yep, good point, Crafty Aviation, and one that I will definitely not forget for future attempts. So I'm fine. I assumed today was going to end without even an attempt at Wings 4, and we actually got to try it. And had I remembered that one little technical detail, I could have gotten rid of the clouds as long as I kept the pressure and temperature and the winds. But you know, it's fine. It gives us something to do on Thursday. They're present. Right. Yep. I do remember reading that now that you pointed out, and had I remembered it earlier, we could have done it. But you're like, I'm not. What's waiting for me at the end of these 6 VFR flight ratings is the beginning of my IFR career, and I'm fine with delaying. I've been delaying it for 17 years. I think another couple weeks is not going to hurt anybody. So, okay. Oh, you mean like the scud running and like praying to find someplace to land? I don't know if. Well, yeah, that's certainly fun in the simulator. I don't know how fun. Why did it not turn me to? Oh, that's probably because it's not in nav mode. I have clearly been streaming too long and pretending to fly an airplane too long for one day. But we are, by golly, going to get ourselves over to Minuteman Field here, and then we're going to put down. And so now that we have a full 10 miles to get there, who do I need to thank? I need to thank an anonymous gifter who 4 minutes ago gifted a subscription to Chewy Nuts. I didn't even hear the alert for that. I'm so sorry. I was probably had my head up a cloud at that moment. So Chewy Nuts came in and followed. Thank you for the follow, Chewy Nuts. Great to have you here. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday. Do come in and join. You're a Weisenkaiser. You're a Weisenkaiser. You're a Weisenkaiser, bruv. Followed as well. Thanks. We appreciate that. We got some new subscribers today. That is just like totally super. We had ID Bray and Kill Dead Red Ted both subscribed, and a bunch of other follows as well. Crafty Aviation, who's here. Really, really thrilled to see you here. I hope you're not too horrified by what you see with regard to the other thing that we're discussing. Also got a follow from Joshua Aviation. A couple of raids today from the Dog Pilot and Quasi Guru. Sparky Copilot, Colibri followed, and Wormhole Extreme. Also, thank you for the follow today. I really appreciate in whatever way you might have participated in today's stream as a viewer, flying along, Barbecue Beef and Drygon. And Dresler, I'm presuming by your continued presence nearby that you are flying around along with us. And it seems to me like I often don't get the matchup. Like my Xbox name is one thing, but my Twitch name is something else, and so sometimes I don't recognize folks based on. Well, wait a minute, this Dresler, that does say A20N. So, but what's he doing at 1,900 feet? Oh, maybe is there? I don't know. Is that like? I can't remember any of my Massachusetts cities. Is that like maybe he's on the ground at Springfield or something? I don't know. Horrified is understatement, but it will be fun. Oh dear, hang on. Well, that could be an indication of your level of professionalism, or it could be an indication of your sense of humor, or I hope it's an indication of both and how they interact. Captain Weston Flies, thank you for the follow. Hey, Soundtrack, that would be another good note. I can't believe I fixed it once, thought it was fixed, but it's not. If you could just jot a note about alert banners wider, because they really ought to go far enough left to right that the text doesn't hang off the sides. That's not good. Okay, so what's going on with our airplane here? We're down to about 5 miles out, and so that's good. What else do we need to do? I should mention we're going to raid Sim Caesar, who started probably about 10 or 15 minutes ago. He'll still be greeting people by the time we get there. He might have started setting up his airplane. Freakish things happen from time to time. But it's T-Tail Tuesday over on his channel, so could be the 727, could be that new old King Air, could be any number of flights, or any number of aircraft. We'll see when we get there. So, what else? Soundtrack, what am I forgetting? That's some preliminary thank yous. Oh, I'm forgetting the flight recorder. I think we're just going to forget the flight recorder. I think we're going to find this little field, drop it down, pull off onto a taxiway, and start a raid. That's just where I am at this point. It ended up being a longer stream than I expected, and I'm not feeling it. So let's see. That's good. We could pop out here for a moment just to look at the. Well, for one thing, we could. Do we see a field out here anywhere about 5 miles away? Is that a no? It said it was paved. Oh wait, it can't be this right here, can it? Oh, wait. I think it can be that right there. That doesn't look like 5 miles to me, but it looks like it's time to get ourselves back in here and get ourselves down on the ground. Woohoo! Let's. Oh, what did I forget to do? I forgot to do that for a start. We're getting. Did I? No. Thought maybe I had accidentally hit active pause, but no. I think it's time to try a side slip.
Pull up.
Okay,
Pull up.
Fine.
Pull up.
Whoop.
Sync rate.
Okay. Well, we'll either. Is that meant as foreshadowing? I'm sure it is. We are way too high, even if we do slip it quite a lot. So expecting a go around. How did that go from 5 miles to like directly under us? Yeah, okay, so we're going around. And that's how that one went. But it's not gonna, we'll call it a lap in the pattern. Okay, there's flaps up. And boop. Boodle-a-da, boom, bum. Barbecue beef, I'm glad you're here. Let's see what that gets us. We'll power a little bit as we go over to crosswind here. Whoop. Oh, come on. We don't need to get any higher than that, really, I don't think. Wow, I'm gonna have to check out these stutters because, like I said, this is last Thursday and today. First time I've actually ever seen this in the sim, so I'm assuming it's got to be, associated with also streaming while running the sim. But that's not going to do. And I really don't know why why the first 4 or 5 streams would have been perfectly fine, and then we start getting the stutters, but we shall see. All right, once again, Dragon 72 on the field waiting for Barbecue Beef and me. So it looks like I am behind the Cirrus 22. Looks like are you on final, Barbecue Beef? It looks like you're on final. If it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. Well, there you go. That's a good point. Well, sometimes fun and easy overlap, but not necessarily. So yeah, Barbecue Beef, are you on final? Or because I'm like ready to turn anytime now. You're on the ground in Memphis. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna turn in. Whoa. I think I probably cut in enough that I think the field is going to prove to be right here, somewhere nearby. Well, I didn't cut in as much as I thought I had, but that's fine. Okay. So then here we go. It's looking at least a little more reasonable in terms of our altitude this time. Lineup not by any means ideal, but well, it's this or just press escape and quit the sim. So we're just gonna do our what's probably our worst landing since we started streaming a few weeks ago. Not that was very long ago, but still, that was and that's why we did not have the flight recorder running. Okay, well, so thank you for being here, and thank you, Barbecue Beef, for being in Memphis. I'm gonna come over here and sidle up next to Dragon long enough for a snapshot, and then we're just gonna go and head on over to pay our obeisances to the Emperor of Rome. There could be a couple people here who are not familiar with Sim Caesar. Rome is ROAM in this case. Alrighty. Dragon, where are you, bud? Oh, so I guess I'm gonna be on the other side of the Blériot from you. I don't know, I can come around and pull in nose to nose, I think maybe. Sorry. NDB, good thing we have that. Is that you, like, have you entered a Spitfire, or what is going on over here? I can't even tell. Oh no, I get it. Oh, you did enter a Spitfire. All right. Well, I think that was, whoa, oh, there you are. Okay, well, hey, I'm going to grab a screenshot of this, because I don't have any that are sort of close up that way. So let me, no, yeah, maybe it's down here. There it is down there. And then there we go. All righty. And with a little bit of just like that. Lovely. Okay. That's my time, ladies and gentlemen, and other gentle people. Don't forget to tip I'm here all week. Don't forget to tip your servers. Be sure to try the veal. It's excellent. And we are going to go right on over and raid Sim Caesar. Please come along for the raid, even if you can't stay for his stream. Throw some emotes in his chat. Say howdy to folks, and then move on with whatever you need to do next. So, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today and for participating in whatever way you did. And I will be back 2 days from now, or 1 day and 1 day and 20 hours from now at 4 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on Thursday. So hope to see you then. And yeah, let's head on over to Sim Caesar's place. There's that going. And here's this, I think. All right. Thanks. Bye.